The sound of rain, am I right? Hey, Mario, what's up? How are you? How are you, my friend? Just sharing the stream around. Just got started. Thank you so much for coming. Chrono Trigger is one of those games that, like, I really like it, but I've just never beaten it. I've gotten a fair way in and just never really committed to finishing it. To be fair, though, I played it on the DS, and I think my DS, over, like, the span of, like, a couple of months from when I started playing Chrono Trigger on it, the DS just got so crap. It was already a crap DS. Oh, by the way, let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet or whatever. I'm still not great at balancing on the spot, so... also not looking at the chat right now. I'm looking at something else that is absolutely blocking out the chat. I'm looking at cool spoiler stuff. What the fuck is that one picture that I wanted to use? I got just a big mass of sketches from my comic. And oh my god, all the important shit just gets lost in the sketches. Because I never really think to organize sketches, because they're just sketches. They're just not necessarily important. It's more important that I'm just writing ideas down, unless it's something explicitly important, in which case I save it, but that's a different story. Oh, there it is. Oh, that sucks. Alright, now I'm looking at the chat. Prepping for my own stream tonight. Not sure what to play through. Yo, TDC, what's good? I was originally planning on streaming more Deathmark, but I'm not entirely sure. What is Deathmark? What is that, homie? I'm gonna turn this down just a bit. Because I can't hear myself. And I want to hear myself. I want to really hear myself. Can they see that screen? Okay, good. Spoilers everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. God damn, where's my cool ass sketch? Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh, see, now it's up, right? Is that gonna fix it? And, oh shit. And see, what I'm doing right now is I have a sketch that's, like, lopsided, probably because I took it on my phone. So, but when I try to upload it to Twitter, it's like, excuse me, this is lopsided. I'm like, no, it fucking isn't. At least not when I open it in Clip Studio, which knows what the fuck is going on. I never understood how, oh wait, I could just, yeah, you know what, it has a little preview itself. I don't know why I was being so weird about that. Oh, whatever, I'll save this image anyways, in case I use it later. Yeah, I never understood why, some programs will flip the picture appropriately while other programs like Twitter or whatever will flip a photo horizontal or vertical. It's like what is written in the code and what is missing from the code that lets it sit appropriately and inappropriately. You don't just see random pictures being flipped vertically or horizontally. Then again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Has anyone else played Persona 5 Strikers? I feel like we talked about that on a previous stream. What is it again? Refresh my memory. It's like a fighter or no? This is different from the dancing Persona game, right? Deathmark is a visual novel style investigative supernatural horror game. Goodness. Deathmark is a visual novel styled investigative supernatural horror game. Okay. Takes place in Japan where people are suddenly fighting this bite mark shaped tattoo on their bodies. The symbol called the Death Mark is a cursed tattoo that happens when people survive encounters with angry... Oh gosh, the end of the day. And vengeful spirits. If you have it, you will die in several days. Ew. With only the body part that had the tattoo on it found. That's pretty cool. Yeah, visual novels are something I need to get back into. Something I need to give more credit to. Because in the past, I thought that most visual novels were just like dating sims and stuff I didn't care about. But I started watching Game Grumps play Danganronpa, among other things, and I'm giving them more of a chance than I did before. Before, I was very... but there's a lot of, like, damn good ones out there. Persona 5 Dynasty Warriors.
Ah. Well, isn't that cute?
Yeah, no, I've never played any Dynasty Warriors, but it definitely looks like a game that I would like. It looks like a cool-ass game for cool-ass gamers like myself. It looks like a lot of action just constantly going on. Yeah, that's the layer that I want. So on top of that layer, we will put another
Vector layer. We're gonna call it background 2.
And then I'm just gonna start drawing dudes. See, what I'm doing with this right now is... Oh, hey there, Orphil, what's good? That you good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, homie. It's told in chapters. I'm on chapter 2. The game's artwork is horrifyingly unsettling. In a good way, because it's genuinely good horror. Yeah, no, there is a... it's not really a visual novel, but kind of is. It's an RPG called Corpse Party. Maybe you've heard of it because it was kind of a big deal when it came out. And Corpse Party is also delightfully disgusting in its art style, presentation, and plot, and just everything. It's a bad time for these poor characters, but hey, that's the point, you know. All right. I shouldn't think too deeply about these guys that are going to go down, because the point of this is that the city is full. When I originally drew this page, I was mostly thinking about just getting it done. I had never done such a huge page before. I drew that. I drew all this shit. Some of the assets are turned off. Why did I turn off text? It didn't mean no favors. Yeah, I was busy with all this shit, so yeah, once it finally got time to doing the town, the actual innards. I was thinking about this today, like, goddamn, I kind of missed an opportunity. I did an overhead shot like this because I wanted to imply that we were like slowly zooming into the city from up here. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy thing where they zoom out of the city. They zoom out of Midgar to show the whole town. In my case, it's supposed to be like going in with each panel. But I missed a chance to have like a low angle shot showing like 300 people in TikTok all just like roaming around, and the city looks really dense. So I compromised with myself and was like, how about I just fill up the town with more people? Because the point of this town, this city called TikTok, it's supposed to be like just cluttered with people, cluttered with dudes. The more dudes I put in, the better. Corpse Party is something I have not thought about in a minute. Yeah, I watched PewDiePie play it a million years ago. I watched PewDiePie's playthrough, and weirdly engrossing, weirdly fascinating. And I should really go back and play it myself. Maybe I'll play it on here for you guys, unless I get banned because it's Corpse Party. I own all 3 Corpse Party games on Vita. Also, I recommend looking up the symbol of the death mark. It's an awesome looking design that I would actually want to get as a tattoo. Hell yeah. Persona 5 Strikers kind of plays different from a typical Musou game. It feels like a good mix of action and menu-based content. It also has platforming. How does everyone feel about, because you know it's been a bit of time, how do people feel about the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Because you brought up combat. The thing I take away from the 7 Remake, there's a lot that I don't like about it because the story just gets so fucked. But one thing that I do like is the combat. I think they handled it remarkably well. And I know that it's the same system that they used in 15, but I guess that means I also like 15's combat. So, shit. Yeah, no, I think they did a really good job with mixing both straightforward hack and slash gameplay with menu-based character swapping strategy that you typically see in turn-based combat. They, I think, really succeeded in transferring from Final Fantasy VII's turn-based to this more contemporary hack and slashy fighting style. Or perhaps there's a smarter way of saying that. But until I find out, I don't know. Oh, there should be a guy sitting. Yeah, there should be a guy like sitting, like with his bum down here in his leg. Because there was a guy sitting over here. Yeah, he's not doing great. Never played the remake. Fair enough. Hey, my PS4 got fucking hacked, so I'm right there with you. I honestly have no nostalgia for FF7 and its remake. I know it's coming to PS Plus this month, though. Oh. I can't play it, but I did like 15, so maybe I'll like 7. But still, Final Fantasy never has been my thing. Fair enough. I really didn't like most RPGs growing up. I played Paper Mario and was in love with it. I thought Paper Mario was fucking sweet, but I never got into any of the Final Fantasies. I never got into Chrono Trigger. I never grew up with a console that made me play a bunch of RPGs, so I could really ignore all of them. I was never raised in an environment where I could get into RPGs. I grew up on platformers, man. I played all the Donkey Kong 64s and Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie 64 and Banjo 2 64. Superman 64 is my favorite platformer. And because of that, RPGs kind of went by the wayside. But 7 felt different. 7 was really interesting. I think it was the art style that kind of brought me in, which sounds weird now because it's all dated and weird and doll-like, but there really was something special about the environments. The character designs and the music of the world and the dialogue, everything. Yeah, I was so engrossed with FF7 like immediately. I remember, Hayden, you don't need to detail this too much because this is going to be a million miles away where no one can see it. Make sure you get the entire head, because that is important. He's way too big. Sir, you're way too big. Look at the lady standing next to you. You're too big. Kind of looks like an attacker, like he's about to like jump out and get you. Yeah, I prefer him crouching. It's a more interesting pose. Yeah, my PS4 got fucking hacked. Well, the whole story is this. I had a weird situation where probably a couple months ago, I turned on my PS4 and my username was different. It was a different name. And I was like, what the fuck? So I went and changed my password and changed my name and was like, did someone fucking hack me? That's strange. I didn't hear anything else about it for a while. And then just the other day, I was like, hey, I want to play Devil May Cry 5 on my PlayStation 5. And I went over, tried to log in, and it said the password was wrong. Now, my username was the exact same, and I was like, what the hell? But when I tried to go through the whole process of changing my password online, the phone number associated with my account was completely different. And all the security questions were completely different. So I'm like, fuck. That would not happen unless someone definitely got into my shit. So yeah, I had to send in a report to the Sony people. Hopefully they'll get back to me. And so far, no one's made any weird purchases. So that's good. You know, I'm not losing money right now, but I'm still upset about it. Motherfuckers playing Devil May Cry 5 on my fucking PlayStation over the internet because they didn't take the console. They just took my fucking account. They never said 7 was an RPG in any promotional material, which is hilarious. Oh, really? As I grow up, I think I've gotten more patient since I noticed I've started to like games like Pokemon and Octopath Traveler, surprisingly. Oh, yeah, no, fuck that guy. Fuck him. It's so fucking stupid. It's like, you gotta be, like, a real piece of shit or bored out of your goddamn mind to go around hacking people's accounts or just being a hacker in general. I have never found any actual reason why you would want to, like, hack anything at all. Unless, like, you were some, like, whistleblower trying to hack into, like, government files, which, like, that's a whole other can of worms I'm not about to talk about on my fucking YouTube stream, but hacking just seems like the most useless shit in the world, and the only people that do it are people that just want to fuck with people, which is not cool. And I don't think anyone that hacks... I sound like such a dumbass saying hacks over and over. But anybody that does that kind of shit... I don't think they can even deny it either. It's like, yes, I do this because I want to fuck with people. So yeah, no, it sucks, man. Fucking sucks. But hey, I'll deal. It's not the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world is that I didn't put enough people in this goddamn world. You get your account back and you suddenly have all the Senran Kagura games. Yeah, this guy actually bought me a bunch of games with his own money, but he just wanted my account for no reason. Damn, dude. Damn. Senran Kagura. Senran Kagura. What is that? Senran Kagura. That sounds so familiar. Oh. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah. All right. What a bro. Thanks, dude. Hi. God, what other people should I put in here? Should I put Mario in the background? And someone will look at the comic and go, dude, that's Mario. What's Mario doing in my background? That's fucked up. I'm turning this comic off immediately. I'm turning this comic off? I'm turned off by this comic. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could put a little, So let's say my name. Not you. Not you. Not you. No. No. Strike me with a copyright. I didn't say it. I didn't mean it. He's too small. Sigh proportions, Just gotta think relative to that guy. Oh no, looked at Sin. Thank you though, Mario. I wasn't thinking about that. Didn't mean to call you out. The immersion is shattered after seeing an Italian. Had an uncle named Mario. I still do. I have an uncle named Mario, actually. He's a swell guy, but he was always, like, kind of overly sherry, if that makes sense. Like, he would talk your ear off like crazy and, like, grab you by the shoulders and, like, roll you around. He was very old-fashioned. I think he's, like, literally in his 70s right now. So back in the day, he was very, like, touchy-grabby, pick you up when you're a kid and drop you somewhere else. He wasn't a creep, but, like, he just didn't really get social cues, if that makes sense. But despite that, he was a swell guy. He was all right. Talked about, well, I don't remember because I was a kid, but I'm sure he talked about cool stuff. All right, what else am I going to put in here? Am I going to put a guy in that car? I can't even see anything in that car. There's the guy. There he is in that car. Oh, no. Okay. I think when I was making this guy, I was thinking of that shitty game Hatred. Does anyone remember the game Hatred? Chicken DMs. What? What? Sure. Yo, guys, we're getting another guest in our streams, dog, because I say so. Yeah, a friend of mine wants to call, and don't worry, guys, they're cool, so don't make fun of them, all right? Oh, Hatred? Oh yeah, it was an awful game. It was just awful. It basically was just a game about a guy who had long black hair, a big black trench coat, and ran through the street shooting people because he was angry about something. I don't remember. And it was and it was awful and dumb and really edgy, and everyone just made fun of it. But a lot of people were worried, like, oh no, this is it incited like the satanic panic that comes with games like that. And then the game came out and it was terrible. It was just awful. Oh, Ink, what is up? Oh, whoa. Oh shit. Hold on. Emmer, hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Hold on, I need to turn down my chill beat so I can hear you. Alright. What's good? Wait, say some stuff so that I know how loud I'm
Yeah. My name is, was Markiplier, that's what it was.
Hi guys, my name is Markiplier.
Hi guys, my name is Nervous Markiplier.
Aww.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I was just thinking about how, like, I
Mhm.
used to be really anxious about, like, the prospect of even watching your stream.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
I'm like, or like recording anything, and I'm like, fuck it, no.
Aw, hey, well, yeah, no, yeah. It's a chill as fuck stream. I'm not even doing anything, dog. I'm just dwawing.
That counts as doing something.
Listen, man, you don't make me overthink it, or else then I'm gonna start stressing.
I'm stressing.
Everyone's gonna stress me. Also, hello, Ink. Hello. I haven't talked to you in a while. Ink in the chat.
Oi.
My birthday was on the 24th, and I got my first drawing tablet for. Your first drawing tablets? Goodness me! I thought. No, you know what? You do draw traditional. How about that? Well, freaking heck yeah, dog. Freaking should get a drawing tablet. It'll get you bring you a long way.
I'll bring you joy.
It'll bring you many dollars and cents.
It won't. Don't think that's gonna happen. I was looking at. I'm not really salty about it because I don't expect it to like actually be something. But I was looking at my AdSense thing on Tapas, and it's like 0.01 of a dollar, and I'm like, money.
Yeah, no, you know I got kicked out of my Screenwave Media, right? I told you about that already?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I still get royalties, though. They still send me money. I guess not from Screenwave. I get money from somewhere. Some ethos. I'm still hacking money.
Getting money?
Yeah, not
Why
a
are you
lot.
scamming these people?
No, it's not. I still get money from ad revenue because the money has to go somewhere.
Oh.
So I guess it's Google.
Look, the charity money has got to go somewhere, all right? So why not to me?
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh. Well, yeah, if it's your like YouTube AdSense thing, then you're gonna get that, obviously.
Yeah, I still get like $2 every week. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you have people like on Patreon, right?
I do, yeah. No, I actually get $20 every week from my 2 cool Patreon people.
Nice.
Which I appreciate. One of them is our friend Neo.
Yeah. One of mine is our friend Neo.
Yeah. It's true.
Find you some friends that want to give you money. You know, I was talking to my mom,
Yeah.
and I was showing her a lot of my portfolio. And she was like, "Oh well, I should probably subscribe to your Patreon." And then she was like, "Wait, no, I like house you and I give you food." And I'm like, "Yes, Mom. You don't have to pay for me to be your daughter too, or whatever the thing."
That's yeah. That's
I'm
definitely
already happy enough to have food and warmth.
food and warmth and life.
But I was like, maybe when I'm out on my own and I've got all my belongings wrapped in a little red handkerchief on a stick, then maybe.
It's called a bindle, you dip.
But for now, it's fine. I don't even care. I don't know what things are called.
I don't even care what it's called.
I don't even care. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Flubus, what should I put in
Yo.
the background? I'm adding shit
What?
to a background in Electric Forest because I didn't have enough time last time to do it. So who should I add to this background?
Well, I heard you talk about Mario, you freaking sellout.
Yeah, what?
The first thing that popped into my mind was a dude like doing a little jig for money. Wait, it could be like a dude busking.
Busking?
You not know what busking
Does that need to be censored? What?
No!
Busking
Busking
makes
is
me
when-
feel good.
No! Busking is when
Uh-huh.
you're on the street and you're playing music, and then people who walk by are like, "Oh, that's cool music," and they give you money.
I think it's called panhandling.
What? What do you mean?
Busking?
Yeah,
Do
I'm gonna
you-
Google busking right now.
You play.
If I have this wrong, I'll be horribly embarrassed.
You're gonna scream at the top of your lungs. Add Waldo. Oh, dude, bro, I already did. I actually already did add Waldo to this.
It's too freaking late.
Luigi. Oh, you know what? I could add my earbuds out, so don't swear at me. Okay, back
Frick. Oh.
in. I could add Waluigi. That would be decently
Nope.
memeable.
I'll just add like just the entire Nintendo cast in there.
Just add the entire Legend of Zelda cast,
I
including
put-
like Gorons and Zoras. It's just confusing as shit.
So in chapter 1 of mine, let me see if I can find all the little
so
cameos I put in there.
dear internet, in my comic,
Shut up! You're making a comic
I
right
thought
now.
no.
Mine's way cooler. No, I'm just kidding.
Mine's better. No, I thought what you were going to say was, well, my characters in my comic, you could add them if you want.
No. So, because I have a shot in
What the hell is this?
in chapter 1 that's just like a wide shot of a bunch of kids, like just so that it doesn't look empty.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I put Madoka Magica, that is Madoka,
You did?
and Saitama in there.
Are you sharing screen right now? What the fuck?
No, I'm not sharing screen. I'm just looking at it. If I was sharing screen, the people wouldn't be able to look at it.
That's true, but I could look at
We're
it.
we're podcasting.
Put out
Well, I'll just send it
TJC.
to you.
TJC.
I'll send it to you with DMs.
Ah! Yeah, send it in DMs then. TJC, stop talking about Senran Kagura.
What the frick is Senran Kagura?
It's like hentai or something. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I actually can't prove that, but when I looked it up, it kind of looked like that. You know, I want to give TJC some credit. Maybe it's not hentai. But
Look, there's nothing wrong with it.
look, there's nothing wrong
It's
with
just
that.
not appropriate to put in this PG comic.
It's I mean, Agra said shit pretty early on. It's probably PG-13 at best.
Yeah, I worry about because like, fucking my comic is very like PG-13, like maybe even younger than that parental guidance.
Yeah.
Like, but after stuff like it's crazy. There's a lot, like a lot.
You mean like the story
violence
gets, yeah, it gets
and-
really violent after a while.
Yeah,
It's true.
I'm like, well, season 4 of My Hero was pretty, like, ugh. So,
it kind of
might be
crossed some
fine.
boundaries. It's true.
But I'm gonna put warnings in there for sure. I hope my current audience isn't like too shook of like I can't look at this.
Excuse me, my
People-
daughter was reading this while I was next
People are
to
getting set on fire.
the... Okay, that's cartoony enough that I think people would forgive you.
Well, nobody really gets set on fire, but there's like blast wounds and someone
Skeletons.
gets their arm chopped
and-
off at some point.
Oh, what? When does... Oh, wait, I know that, yeah.
Yeah, you know who.
Yeah. I know who.
I'm thinking of doing it like when Yang gets her arm cut off in Ruby,
Yeah, that was pretty
kind
bad.
of goes all red and then silhouette-y. I'm thinking of just straight up ripping off Ruby's visual.
Of all shit to rip off, you rip off Ruby.
Excuse me. Well,
oh
yeah.
my fucking god.
Speaking of which, do you want to watch that tonight?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah.
Just watch some fucking Ruby, dog.
Hell yeah.
Nobody make fun of
Or
me,
you-
but I watch Ruby. Does anyone in this chat actually know what Ruby is?
Now you
Please-
know, like I guess it is like a season 5.
Please,
But you know what? Ruby's been out for fucking ever, so on it.
Everyone, please say that you don't know what it is, so I feel better about myself.
Well, everyone,
Then
please say nice things. Everyone, please say that they don't know what it is, so that we can explain it to them in like our
That's not what I
perspective,
meant
which
at all.
is the dumbest perspective there is to explain to people.
That's so true, though. It'd be the worst perspective coming from the both of us.
So first thing,
okay.
stupid fucking idiot little girl goes to this big dumb school.
Oh, Ink says, I know Ruby, but I don't like Ruby. That's a valid...
We love Ruby, but in a different way. Like,
Me and Amber's friendship is like we watch shows and it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's gonna be a romp no matter what. And the thing with Ruby too is that like it's like the nostalgia critic in a way. Like if you really think about it, it's either an actually good
I zoned out for a second.
I thought you were gonna
Ruby is nostalgia critic.
I thought you were gonna cut me off. That's why I said it. Well, no. The thing with Ruby
I was
is
reading
that
chat.
It's either like actually enjoyable or it's really cringy, and it provokes so much discussion between us about like storytelling and about character because they typically get it wrong a lot.
Weirdly, I think we're like, I don't know. When we watch like really good stuff, I guess we do. I guess we do talk about how good it is. But for some reason, Ruby's limbo of being like good sometimes, but like weirdly bad most of the time, just evokes some kind of conversation between us that is unparalleled by anything else we watch.
It's true.
I love One Piece, and I could talk about it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think some of the storylines are amazing. But I would talk about it less. I would talk about Ruby with you.
Well, it's funny too. Like we had that time where we took a break from Ruby to catch up on all that fucking One Piece that we still need to catch up on because it's One Piece. But then we went back to Ruby, and oh my god, we just had like so much energy. We both just burst to life all of a sudden, just like, what is this fucking shit? What is that shit?
Because you know about One Piece is an anime. They just dawdle around a whole fucking lot. But Ruby is like One Piece dawdles in between getting to the really good, whereas Ruby is batshit insane like almost all of the time.
Yeah, like remember that awful dog shit where the oh gosh, I'm under pressure now, so I can't remember the name. But you know the little boy, what's his name again? Olive.
Oscar?
Oscar, thank you. When
Olive is my cat.
I know that. No, when Oscar was freaking scooped up by the Grimm and nobody did anything about it, and they all just kind of stared at it for like a long time and just watched him as he slowly floated away.
Shit.
It's such a thing that you see in like lots and lots of fiction, but you need to recognize that that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah. It's a very lazy thing to do. Also, the fucking Ironwood.
Yeah.
Oh god. I haven't seen JoJo, but JoJo on crack? Like, isn't JoJo already JoJo on crack?
Wait.
I don't think you could make JoJo's Bizarre Adventure any more full of crack.
JoJo is crazy, but like really well written crazy. You know, like it literally like goes to another dimension in one of the seasons. I think like one of the most current ones. The thing with Ruby is it's more like Avatar and I mean I'd also say My Hero Academia, but Ruby came first. But it's like
Ruby came. Hold on.
Sky. It's sort of like
maybe it did.
It's sort of like a superhero school that eventually turns into this grand adventure that's more Avatar: The Last Airbender-esque. And then they have like this whole subplot where there's a group of animal people that they call faunas, and that shit is just so awful. They try to add in like a racism allegory, and they have no clue how to do it.
Yeah, like imagine fishmen from One Piece if they're like it's just written very, very terribly.
If this is in service to the audience, I don't think they've seen One Piece.
Well, they need to, okay? What's another example? Because I know this is a trope that happens, like, a lot.
It is. It's like fucking men in any fantasy. Because everybody hates... That's the meme. In every fantasy story, men... Like, not men, but the race of humans compared to, like, elves and dwarves and shit.
Oh, I thought you were
them.
fin about it being like... Yeah, in every fantasy story, people hate men. And I'm like, excuse me?
In every fantasy story, men get the short end of the stick, and I'm going to grandstand on this right now.
That's not a good example, because humanity, in other series, is meant to just be humanity. But the thing is, humanity also sucks a lot.
No,
which is why stuff like Lord of the Rings is like...
Well, that's the thing, though. Oh, Soul Eater. You know what? Yeah, it's a bit like Soul Eater as well. It's a lot of animes. It's very tropey. It kind of plays into itself a lot. But Soul Eater would be another apt comparison, because there's the main girl has a giant scythe, and I'm sure Soul Eater came out first. The thing is, though, there are characters that they develop really, really well. There's a character named John, who we love.
Except he's not doing anything for like the past 3 seasons.
Well, he was good in the fucking...
He was good.
A while ago.
In the bygone days where they actually wrote a romance that was believable and good. And it was heterosexual, so the bar was higher.
It's true. John, this character John, he had like a really nice progression from being like a total loser to being an actual like hero. So he had a legitimate, satisfying arc. He had a love interest, and then tragically, like, they split. I'll just say that. But it made for an actually compelling character that became extra compelling when he was in this shit show. Maybe that's mean to say. Well, I remember you and I were saying once, like, if we ever met any of the creators of RWBY, we would want to be really nice to them because we genuinely love RWBY and we want it to come out.
So, no, totally. What that reminds me of it is I've been watching Your Movie Sucks' his like stream highlights of him working on his Lion King 2020 review, which is a review he's been working on for like a literal year. Yeah,
like the meme of that live action Lion King thing is dead now, but I appreciate.
Yeah, well, he hates it so much, and he particularly hates what the director Jon Favreau did with the remake. And chat is like, "You met Jon Favreau? Did you like punch him in the face?" And he'd be like, "Nah, I'd shake his hand and take him out for a beer." I feel like that's exactly what we think of the RWBY creators.
Goodness. I mean, I don't know Adam's review, and like I don't know like how he feels about things, but in spite of everything, that director has made Adam very busy for the past like year.
Yeah.
So that's got to be worth something.
Yeah. I like long analysis videos, but I feel like I already know what all his points are and jokes are gonna be.
Have you seen the live action movie?
Video? No, I haven't. But I want to rewatch the original sometime.
So do I. Dude, we should watch it.
Yo.
On top of the billion other things we're watching.
Yeah, at least it's a movie and not a series.
Didn't we hilariously once say like, "Hey, we should play Danganronpa 2"? Like, play it.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Because we're not gonna get through it because it takes us forever to watch shows.
No, No, it'll be more fun. Because
Okay.
if I'm playing it with my family first, I'll probably just have you play it so that you can figure out what to do and where to go, and I'll commentate and stuff. I think we'll be able to get through it.
Hey, chat, do you want me to play Danganronpa 2? Any cool Danganronpa?
Oh, you gonna stream it? Me and Neil have been talking about he's playing Danganronpa now on his channel. SAWK, check it out. He has like 36 subscribers. He needs more people. And I'm gonna ambush his recordings at some point.
Oh, I see. Very nice.
That's the first game, so.
It's true. Oh, so he's doing the first?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
god. Oh, there's the other trailer.
Yeah, no, Danganronpa is great. I think I talked about it earlier in this stream, but yeah, I was super not into RPGs for most of my life, and then within the past 5 years or so, I've been getting into visual novels because of the Game Grumps, and Danganronpa has been one of them.
The thing is with Danganronpa is that it would be the kind of...
Okay, I freaking will. Sorry, go
on. It's the kind of visual novel I would want to make, because I'm endlessly bored by visual novels that are just that. Like, here's the character, and now do lots and lots of reading. Not only is the dialogue so quirky in Danganronpa that I don't really care that there's a lot, except for sometimes when it's clearly they're padding, and I'm like,
yeah.
Which is weird because the game is like 30 hours long.
Oh yeah, no, padding is the bread and butter of visual novels. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hopefully that gets better in the other games.
It should. People should. Oh, I thought you were going to say just in the industry in general. I feel like more visual novelists should become more self-aware that people are catching on to that shit or have already caught on to that shit, and it's annoying.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier, like, there's nothing wrong with having something be short if it's good. It's just called being concise.
It's called Undertale, bitch.
Yes, so. I mean, Undertale has 3 different kinds of playthroughs, so you can actually milk it for a lot of content.
Yeah, but like a lot of that is still the same beats. You're just playing it slightly different.
Yeah, I never really noticed how short Undertale was.
That's the thing. If you make it tight and concise and lovable characters and good art and good music, am I asking too much? If you put all that in, then it's good.
Yeah, you know how I am. Whenever I get into anything new, I'm just like, eat it with a big, enormous, comically sized spoon, like the freaking ice cream. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Wait.
Can I have some ice cream? Okay, well, just a spoonful, and he pulls up
the meme. Yes, no, I know the meme.
That's me with, like, any series.
No, yeah, that's fair. It's... Yeah, like... I can't remember the last time I got really obsessive about something. I keep wanting to say Steven Universe, because that was, like... definitely something I obsessed about, or Gravity Falls, but I feel like I got into other stuff afterwards, right?
I don't know. Well, I don't think, like, it's just part of my personality to get really latched onto things, and it's not a problem if it's not part of your personality, because it's kind of better.
I'm just thinking because we're talking about it, that's all.
Yeah, you like this stuff. I show you. You like Gravity Falls, and I don't know if you got crazy about it.
And yeah, I fucking love Silent Hill. I've learned that about myself.
Oh yeah, that's true. You talk about that.
I was playing it the other day. I was playing Silent Hill 2, the enhanced edition. Which, by the way, chat, if any of you remember the really shitty HD port of Silent Hill 2 that was god awful, and there was like textures that were missing, and all the signs were written in Comic Sans, and there was a very there was a very infamous shot at like the end of the game where the texture of a woman's mouth and the texture of a woman's eye were flipped, so that when you look in this woman's eye, you just see a pair of teeth, and you look in her mouth, you see an eye.
It's called horror.
But it looks dumb.
I should just put auto-tune on, but it looks dumb.
But it looks dumb. Go look up the enhanced edition. If you just have the actual game or the HD one for the PC, get the enhanced edition. You just add a bunch of mods to it, and it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Maybe I'll even stream it.
Get the enhanced edition. Pay an additional $80.
No.
And then you're good.
No, it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This game is only 10 hours long. I'll play it wordy with an English essay stretched out for half a single page, padding in a nutshell. Yeah. I feel the same way, Amber. I get really into things when I get into them.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad I'm not alone. I've been working on a My Hero Academia fan comic for about 2.5 years. What is my brain?
Oh, goodness. I made like one no, that's not true. Two. I made 2 fan comics. One was
I got Mystery Skulls.
Mystery Skulls, yeah, and then that Lapidot comic, which will never see the light of day again. But
which we will never speak of.
Both of those I made to prove a point to myself. I've never made something strictly because it's like, oh, I love this thing and I want to contribute to the thing, which makes me kind of a bad creator. I feel, because it's a lot easier to get yourself out there when you make relatable content. And when I'm making stuff that's wholly original, it's hard to get people to read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With stuff like My Hero, it's a lot easier to be like, oh, you like Aizawa, right? And they go, yeah, yes, I do. And then you're like, oh,
well, it's more that. And then the thing is that I'm like a Venus flytrap in that way. Because I'm like, it's Aizawa, but it's my version of Aizawa Peach. He's shy in this one. He has anxiety issues.
He's scared.
And y'all the red vigilantes, and it's not the same thing. It's basically an alternate universe.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
but don't at me about it, alright? Shirakumo's not showing up.
It's so fucking annoying when people... for context,
it's like your Phoenix Wright.
Oh, my fucking Phoenix Wright shit.
It keeps showing up, and I'm like, I'm not fucking doing it.
Yep, I know. For context, to all the wonderful streamers, what the fuck? To all the viewers
that's
here.
Right, you're part of this.
To all the wonderful To all the people watching the stream right now,
there you go.
Amber makes a webcomic called Aizawa Origins, and if you watch My Hero Academia and you know the teacher Aizawa, Amber has done the entire backstory, basically, of Aizawa and his time spent going to UA and the crazy adventures he gets up to.
Crazy.
It's an alternate universe comic, obviously, but the direction that her story goes in, I feel, is a lot more compelling than even plots in My Hero Academia, and she won't admit to that, but I'll say that. So yeah, check it out.
Well, maybe the like boring ones, you know, like the end of season 4 with all the Endeavor stuff. I think I could write better than that.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty good compared to like something really boring.
Really boring and stupid. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I just
and she's a
I'm
great
really
artist, and
by writing chapter 3.
fucking she has a Patreon, and instead of supporting my Patreon, kick me in the dirt and call me a sissy and support her.
Please don't, because I really don't post as much as I should on there. Even this morning, I was like, I need to put stuff on Twitter. Like, I never put stuff on Twitter. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tweets of my art. And then one of sharing Neo's video.
I've been working on my dumb character concept. Oh yeah, TJC. TJC was talking in a different stream about writing characters, and I'm like, heck
What?
yeah,
I
bro.
need to, because I've come to realize that I love characters because they're just so much fun. So like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, TJC, do you want to talk about your character concept? We'd freaking like to hear it if you're comfortable. And if anybody else in the chat, any creative types want to talk about cool creative stuff, I'm down.
Yeah, like characters are
Yeah,
like my.
There's this
I
one...
think the part that comes to me the most naturally, because compared to other writing
characters
stuff.
come to you naturally. Yeah.
Yeah. The most naturally, I wouldn't say that like God reaches down and he gifts me with a great character.
No. That's not the no.
But
Well, I think it's
have
like
the easiest time.
I think it's like it's what you look for when you get into a story is you're most attracted to the characters as opposed to like cool fight scenes or character design. I mean, you like those things, but character is what you jump on first. Is what I'm getting.
Yeah,
from
I
that.
think that like when you mention cool fight scenes, like was any good fight scene is character motivated. There's somebody behind the fight who you care about, and you care about who comes out on top, or what the outcome of the fight might mean.
I remembered Super
makes it
Eye Patch
very
Wolf.
cool.
Yeah, I remembered Super Eye Patch Wolf made a great video about fight scenes, and the way he summarized it is a fight scene should be a dialogue between two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. I'm really excited to get more into stuff like that because AO doesn't go super hard into stuff like that. But I think Squires probably will more since it leans more into shonen.
Yeah.
Than anything, which is weird because AO is a shonen fan comic, but it's kind of more of a gritty drama as time goes on than an action comic.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Timid Maid Robot, says TJC, as a 3-word description for the character concept.
Robot.
I'm down with that. You know, that reminds me of a different comic. The Maid isn't timid, though, but there is a comic that I read, and the name escapes me now, where the premise was robo-maids, and it was like this kind of utopian society of robo-maids. And the story just started. But I was really into it because the art style was super nice. It was a very clean, kind of industry standard art style. You know when you see a style and you're like, does this guy work professionally?
No, I like there's recently what was it called? Webtoons is pushing a couple of new comics and
Tower of God?
no, it's really similar to Tower of God though.
God's Tower.
Where the fuck is it?
This is the sound of a genius.
Why is
thinking.
it only like the ones that I'm not reading currently? That's an advanced player of the tutorial tower.
What the
which
hell?
is a mouthful of a name. But
is it cool?
It seems to be very much One Punch Man inspired. And
yeah.
when you actually read it, it's like, what the hell? Like, everything looks so super polished to like a professional industrial degree where like
fucking heck.
There's no way this is a solo artist working on this.
No, yeah, it's...
You're making it unfair for the rest of us.
Hey, come on, man. You can't come in here. This is kindergarten and you're in first grade. Come on.
Come in.
Oh, also TJC. No, not necessary. I just saw your character design. TJC posted his little design.
Good.
And,
Do you want to like DM it to me?
Yeah. It's in the art dump, but I'll just I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
It's kind of far up. I may need to give you a bindle in order for you to journey up there. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Also, Ink, I did not ignore you. No, yeah, Ink has been working on a webcomic for like 6 years, and now you got a tablet, so now you can't.
I
am of the mind that you can start a webcomic from anywhere, because I for Electric Forest, I just started doing it. But to be fair, I started Electric Forest after failing to do 2 other concepts, that being Emerald Eyes, which was sort of a horror fantasy, and Hollowsville Boulevard, which was supposed to be a horror mystery. Kind of dropped horror altogether and just decided to do a fantasy adventure, Electric Forest.
Side eyes, aggro. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I've already seen his fucking tree back.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. No, yeah, there's so many. Actually, that's Aggro's Tree Back is actually a carryover from
my favorite band.
His Tree Back is actually a carryover from Emerald Eyes. There was a finger tree that was supposed to come out and strangle Meryl in like the very beginning of the story.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty adorbs.
It looks pretty adorable.
Yeah, it took but my point here is that
Excuse me.
you can start a comic from like anywhere, and getting a tablet I think is a good excuse to start now, because even though I failed 2 times and I really got into them and I was really like writing scripts and taking it really, really seriously, even then. I had to tell myself, like, this concept just doesn't work. I don't want to work on this for a long time.
I can't help but feel like I wasn't very helpful with my criticism. I don't know if I'm like, yes, I could detect that this idea wasn't going to work and said so accordingly.
I didn't ask you to make
I
those...
didn't ask your opinion.
No, what I mean is, like, I didn't ask for you to, like, make final decisions for me. You gave me as much help as you could, and I came to the decision that, this is just too much. Or rather, Emerald Eyes was too much, and Hollowsville Boulevard was too little. I didn't have enough material to work with, and, it was too limiting.
Yeah. I've had, like... a bunch of. Do you remember Static?
Yes. We talked about that when
Static
we first started.
Static was a real
out.
flash in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad I didn't try to write it because holy cow, do I not have the chops to write something like that. But I always kind of liked art style.
Could you are you comfortable describing what the story of Static
God,
was?
it barely had a story.
Yeah.
It's like.
To my memory, it was
there's this dude, Henry, and he's a very outgoing guy, and he has a friend named Alan, and Alan's kind of in love with him, or he's kind of in love with Alan, and Alan figures this out because he was reading Henry's diary, and that's sort of like the structural device.
How old was this man that he had a diary?
He's like 21. I'm sorry, I mean a journal.
Okay, all right. I guess, you know what, to be fair, I never had a diary, but that doesn't mean no one has a diary, even when they're an adult, so
like,
I don't know.
I don't know what I was really going for with Static. I don't really like that I tried it. What had more of a story was, I never named this one, but it had Gunther and Peter and those people. I've shown you their designs before. Remember who Gunther is?
Yes. No, I remember Gunther.
Yeah.
That
one was kind of like, it's the future, but hierarchies still exist. And there's a king who rules, and he has a son named Peter. Peter gets yoinked by sort of like an underground gang who's secretly very good, and they're helping out the impoverished people, but they want to have leverage against the king by having the prince. But as time goes on, Peter who's like extremely like foppish, and he was raised in this environment of you're better than everyone because you're royalty his whole life. So he has to get over that when talking to Gunther, who's very, very stubborn and wants none of his bullshit. And through the course of the story, at some point, the city just goes into total collapse, and Gunther and Peter end up becoming best friends and possibly lovers, because this is a theme in my writing.
Because we have to get there at some point.
Come on, I mean, really. I don't know. Really like Gunther, and I do think that he's definitely likes guys, but I would need to flesh out Peter more to really still ship them. I never really finished that story. I made like 3 pages and was like, oh, this is really hard. Give up promptly. But I like that. I'm really glad that I worked on that, because sort of made me realize why I've never been able to make a comic before, because I just didn't have the chops to do it. Anytime I would try to make anything, even art or writing related, which is what a comic is, I would just be super unsatisfied with it and give up. So only when I got to AO, I was like, okay. I started drawing the first ever page, and it was going really well, and I was so excited I was spending extra time on detail, which I never do, because I hate detail with a fiery passion. And it just kept going and going from there. So everything you make like contributes to the journey that you're on. So always be making stuff if you have the drive to.
Yeah, totally. Also, Inkwell was saying that his webcomic Inkwell actually turned 5 this July. So, hey, dude.
Oh, that's great!
Freaking happy for you,
Oh
dog.
my gosh. These things take so long.
They do. They do. I've written, like, fucking the whole plot to Electric Forest, and it's gonna take me fucking 10 years probably, if not longer, to get through all of it. To be fair,
I'm glad the AO is like, when you lay it out, it's actually kind of short.
Yeah. But you never want to compromise pacing either.
No.
Yeah. Like, you can't tell yourself, like, this is taking too long. I need to cut some corners. Like, maybe cut corners if you can do it smartly, but don't just start cutting randomly. And definitely don't cut out, like, characters and stuff.
Cutting a scene, which I think is cuttable, because I'm like, oh my god, I just want to get to the character stuff that actually matters. But I decided not to, because people like the characters in that scene, and I would feel bad if they just were the only ones who didn't get any kind of attention. And B, I kind of set it up so that it goes teams AB, then CD, then EF. So if it goes from team AB to EF, then people would be like, where's the middle team? Why is it going in the weird order? So
and you know what? There's a part of your brain that like says, "Oh, don't worry, no one will notice," but they will. They will notice.
Yeah.
Will 100% notice.
I don't know.
It's amazing the things people notice. Like, I remember when I was putting aggro into the story and writing him in, I was thinking all about like his backstory, his character design, his look, his introduction, the mood that he sets. And then someone in the comments immediately said, like, what's the gender of this creature? I was like, I guess I didn't make that clear, huh?
I don't know. I feel like I assume aggro is male.
I mean, and
I read about him before I saw him.
That's true. And maybe this is like, problematic to say, but aggro has 5 o'clock shadow. So I just kind of assumed that people would just figure, oh, he's probably a guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the people, I don't know if aggro would be in the camp of like, what if today I wore some lipstick and played around?
Yeah, no, aggro.
Nothing
Not.
wrong with that at all. It's just that aggro is like the
I don't even think aggro
stereotypical
would like find that
Mar
weird.
guy.
It's just not a thing he'd do.
Yeah, like you wouldn't even think to do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really
Can't-
matter anyway, but yeah.
Can't talk too much about it though, because there's still stuff about aggro that's not made clear yet. So
Very funky. Yeah, we just got into the very start of aggro.
it's true. Yeah. This
He's
conversation
cool.
with this.
He's my
music is so-
favorite.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, aggro's my favorite.
Yay. No, that was the thing. People were, or rather, when I showed you the script for chapter 1, which I'm now doing, I remembered you saying like, oh, aggro's so great. He's my favorite, da-da-da. And I was like, oh, that's so great. I really hope other people feel the same. And then I got that comment that was like, oh, I love this guy. So I was like, fucking yes, good.
Yes!
It worked.
No, that's totally me with Kronos. Because he's my baby boy. And I need people to like him.
That's true. That's true. Also,
I think people...
and if you guys don't
Sorry.
fucking, if you fucking people don't get into AO, first of all, you're on my hit list, and second of all, I'm making an animation about
Oh, right.
AO, so it's gonna be in your life no matter what.
And I voice it a little bit, and
Yeah, Amber voices
lots of our
character.
friends
I was gonna
it.
voice someone, and then I got kicked out.
So stop! Why are you so salty?
Is this my set?
Because you listen to yourself.
No, it wasn't
These
good.
are teenagers. They're like 14 and 15
No,
years
yeah,
old.
no.
Listen to yourself.
No, I.
That's why in the first one you played, like, he's like
No, I.
30, 40.
Listen. I understand that I'm dying, but you don't need to
What do you
remind me.
I'm just saying you have a very mature voice. Just as Leo has like a very baby boy voice.
It's true, but
Doesn't
Leo's
mean that he's
like,
regressing in
but
age.
Leo's like 40 years old. Leo's
It's gonna go.
Leo's going into retirement soon.
Yeah.
Leo's
It's not like you sound like.
Leo's
Where
fading
today?
away.
I dropped my cane and I had to get my grandkids to pick
Cane
it
broke in half. That's what you know, that's a dead meme. Never mind. But yeah, no. I'm animating a scene from AO because I did one before and I really liked it. And then one of my friends, Leo, who we were just talking about, came to me and was like, hey man, you know that last animation did pretty good. Maybe you could do another one.
Fucking Leo the greediest. It's
Well-
like, 3,000 views.
Could
Can
be
I
better.
have some more fame, please?
My
I can't even judge. That's like 50% of the reason I made another anime.
well, the thing is, like, Leo wants to voice act and like
Yeah.
wants to make a thing of it. So it's like I respect that absolutely.
I'm really glad he picks my thing. That
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. He does such a good job. So I get it. I get why he pursues the subject, and the fact that he did it is why I made the
Very
dang
cool.
thing at all.
I'm really excited.
Oh.
See the final
Legends
product.
P. Freaked out when I saw Electric Forest and forgot it's a comic. That festival is where I came out as bi. Oh, damn it! I just pulled my own earlobe out. Electric. Yes, that's right. Yes, Electric Forest is also a festival, and I learned that the hard way because I would do hashtag Electric Forest on Webtoons, and fucking it got like put on their story. It got put on the story of the official Electric Forest Instagram for the festival. And I have no fucking clue why they did that. Presumably they didn't read the comic.
I see. I thought you were talking about, like, you know, talking about in college you were showing in big sort of festival-y thing when it was a game. So I'm like, you know this person?
No, I do not know Legends P, or at least I don't recognize the username. Also, welcome, Legends P. Hello.
P.
Yes, no, it's my comic and it has nothing to do with the festival. Sorry. Although happy to know that you came out as bi. Happy to see that you figured yourself out and you'll.
Glad that you're talking about that with like a smiley face rather than oh god, it went so terribly.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. Happy for you. And that festival, I need to look more into it. All I know is that really awkward day when I was like, oh my god, someone retweeted. What the hell is Electric Forest Festival? It's a good name, to be fair.
Shh. Compliments. So.
Oh, Young Eyes. Oh, I know you. Hi, Young Eyes. What's good? Sorry, I don't know everyone's usernames. The world is so confusing.
World turned upside down.
World is so confusing.
Dude.
Yeah.
So last night I was doing some editing.
Yeah.
And I edited in a joke. This absolutely kills me.
Uh-huh.
And I want to spoil it, but I'll have to wait until everything's finished.
Until I can say, okay. Is it a spoiler to the story?
It's definitely not, but I don't know if I want to spoil the joke.
No, you know what? It's better when it's a surprise.
Yeah. So excited to show people that video or so much done. I watched it through again, and I'm like, yeah, there's some pacing issues I need to iron out. It's 2:30 a.m. I'm not doing that tonight.
That's fair.
Because I edited in a whole segment, which is surprisingly hard to do. It's like, what people do for a bridge, but instead of like my jokes, it's just internet memes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I get what you mean.
Oh god, his hair looks absolutely awful.
Oh my god, Bae, your hair.
This is Lukey's, so like.
It's true. Oh god, there was, I wonder if you can further elaborate on this. I saw a meme today. This is a thrilling conversation. I saw a meme today. And
I saw a meme today. Fucking shoulder.
Do not die. Do not hurt your shoulder.
It's driving me insane. Sorry, go on.
So ignoring your physical pain so I could talk about my memes. I fucking so there was this meme that I saw today that was like, a guy with long hair is either gorgeous or a fucking psycho, and the answer lies in the kinds of shoes he wears.
Okay.
Do you know what that's supposed to mean?
I think it means like, so, if there's a dude and he has long hair, but he's wearing like sneakers with like holes in them, then like, oh, he doesn't care about getting his hair cut. He doesn't care about his appearance. He just kind of is, and that automatically means he's a crazy person. But if they're wearing like Balenciagas, then he probably cares about what he looks like.
What are Balenciagas?
Which means he's sane.
What are Balenciagas?
Balenciaga! Yippee!
Balenciagas!
It's a form of... It's a brand. It's a clothing brand.
I see.
It's like Gucci.
Okay.
Oh, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci.
About that. My bitch does cocaine, which is a real lyric.
Well, you know where 6ix9ine is.
Yeah, I know. In jail.
In prison.
We knew, my family knew a person who, back in the 80s, they were into
6ix9ine.
cocaine, which is not surprising at all because it was the 80s. But they had an amazing quote about cocaine, which was, yeah, I unfortunately was peer pressured into doing cocaine, and there is a very good reason why that drug ruins your life and destroys your family. So guys, don't do cocaine.
Don't do cocaine. This is the current PSA. Just don't do drugs in general.
Yeah.
It's really not worth it.
Waste of time. I know so many people that were on drugs and then got off drugs. Literally, full stop. The end of doing drugs is not doing drugs, and that road is agony.
That either means you quit or you die.
Yeah, when you do drugs, the end of you doing drugs is stopping doing drugs, and that shit sucks. And if you're not getting off doing drugs, you're dying, which is stupid. So, one of the two.
So you're dying, huh? It's pretty fucking stupid.
Dying is like the lamest thing you could do. I'm just gonna say that.
It is pretty lame, you know? Like, just be cool. Don't die.
Yeah. Take it from Amber. Don't die. Hey there. Wow, Hayden, absolutely no details going on in this panel. You should be ashamed.
Ashamed.
Glooty, listen. You're sass right now. All right, listen.
Dogs are bad.
I made this panel 100 years ago when I was 7, and I wasn't even trying back then. So don't come at me.
At age 6, I was born without a face.
Have you ever seen that one pic of it's an in-between frame from a Game Grumps animated where Danny is sitting there looking really normal and Aaron is sitting there but his face has been deleted, and the person said screen cap of Aaron at age 6.
Oh. No, I haven't seen that.
Or rather, a screen cap of Danny meeting Aaron at age 6, to be perfectly
Which
clear.
was another bit from Mega Man.
Oh, that's true. So shouldn't take drugs prescribed by doctor. Good advice. Glooty! That's obviously not what I said.
Oh my gosh, you're such a contrarian.
Hayden is 107? Yeah.
Yeah, this is freaking I can't. Measurements. He's 107, 22, 107.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
No, I'm saying you have a big butt and
What?
big manacles.
Okay.
I don't know, that's where my brain went first when I read Hayden.
Sorry, I'm also reading
That's
the
your
chat.
measurements.
It's a reference to Charles Manson. Oh, what up, my kachagas? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
So I shouldn't.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Charles Manson,
Yeah, go on.
this isn't serial killer related, but it is like murder mystery related.
Okay.
I watched some Netflix documentary on Elisa Lam.
Okay.
Do you know about the Elisa Lam case?
No. Do they make any
Ooh.
lamb jokes?
No, the girl's dead.
Oh, I thought she was the killer.
No.
That's unfortunate. So go on. Tell me slam then.
So you might have seen the video on the crazy like elevator thing where Lisa Lam goes into the elevator and she's like acting really strange. Like there's a ghost or there's somebody outside the elevator. She's pressing the buttons. The elevator won't go anywhere.
What the hell?
And
Freaking
everybody's
scary.
like, what does this mean? Because it's the last video of her before she just disappears off of the face of the earth.
Huh. So wait. To recap, so she goes in an elevator and it won't move. Is what you're telling me.
Mhm. She's pressing like all of the different floor buttons, but it's not going anywhere.
Damn,
the door
that's
won't
kind
close.
of reminiscent of, not exactly, but it kind of reminds me of the movie Perfect Blue. There's like a really scary elevator scene.
Well, it's actually really close to a movie, Dark Water, I think it's called.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, because in the end, she's eventually found in a water tank at the top of the hotel she was staying, and her body was kind of contaminating the water supply for the entire hotel.
Oh my god.
Which was part of the movie.
Oh, Dark Water, I get it. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, no, it's quite terrible.
That's good. It's a
Um,
good name, but God, that's depressing.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Heap.
The Kachugas thing isn't a reference to Charles Manson. The shoes they wear joke.
Oh,
Oh, the shoes they wear joke is a Charles Manson reference. I forgot what brand. I think Nike's. That Charles Manson would make members of his cult wear. He also had long hair, or had. Oh yeah, well now he's super dead. But okay, interesting. All right. Oh, sorry, not to get too scary, TJC. It's pretty freaking spook
yeah.
though. Yeah.
Sorry, but what I was gonna say is that the documentary is very interesting because they actually pretty much solved the unsolved case of what on earth happened to Elisa Lam.
Oh.
And it turns out she had a very, very intense mental disorder and a branch of bipolar and psychosis. And she wasn't taking her medication that day, or for a while. And she just ended up going up to the roof and thinking that getting into the water tank would be a good idea.
Dang.
But it's very interesting because, and tragic, because of the elevator video, like, conspiracy theories were crazy. And it just became
there
like
was
this...
a ghost?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people who thought that, and even some poor dude who was really into death metal got wrapped into it. For some fucking reason, even though he stayed at the hotel like full year before Elisa Lam disappeared, it's because he was into death metal and like he has a video of a music video where he's chasing somebody through the woods and he catches up and then he kills him. It's like a very standard thing in
It's pretty cool. I mean,
stuff like that.
Okay. Wait, what does that have to do with staying at a hotel, though? Was he, like, filming stuff for the death metal vids, or what is that?
So, on his YouTube channel, they looked at his music, and they were like, oh, this dude is creepy. He's all into this death and stuff, and he has this video where he's chasing a woman through the woods, and he catches her, and he kills her. And then another one where he talks about, like, you're at the bottom of the ocean, and you cannot breathe, and people are like, well, that's like her getting found in the water tank.
So he just said a lot of incriminating shit.
It's not even incriminating, it's like, because it doesn't have anything to do with Elisa. It's extremely vague. It's like saying somebody who made a horror movie with, like, and people die in it are responsible for killing her because
it's kind of like saying the people who made Dark Water were responsible for that.
It's like saying that because it's exactly that, because Dark Water is uncannily similar. And it came out before Elisa died, like a good bit before. But yeah, this guy ended up having a lot
Dread, did you tell a joke without knowing what the punchline was about? Oh,
he does that all the time.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, zoinks. Anyway.
Swag. Anyways. Yeah, no, I do often kind of just mumble my way through life. It's fine. I get by.
Bumbling.
Did you ever... So you, Amber, are a big fan of Soulja Boy, right?
I'm a big fan of the consoles that he sells.
He does.
That's Soulja Boy, right?
Yeah. Did you know that he also made music? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yes, yes.
I have to ask because he's not made music in a while. So... he made that one song. You know what? This song was actually pretty well known. The "I'm So Fresh You Can Suck My Nuts."
Oh yeah, I just think of the video made by with the little character going down the streets. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts.
That was a much better version of it, to be fair. In that one, and I might be wrong, it might have been a different Soulja Boy song, but in either that or a different one, the song starts out with a sample of the song I'm So Lonely by, I can't remember the singer. But the song opens up and you hear the guy going like, lonely, I'm so lonely. And then it immediately gets cut off by Soulja Boy going like, hey, yo, man, I know none of y'all want to hear about that shit. Swag! Swag!
Hey, yo.
It makes me fucking burst out laughing every time. It's the dumbest shit you could ever do.
Swag.
Swag!
Look, it was a different time.
I don't think it was. I think it was maybe like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's a different time.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. What's that song called?
I'm so fresh.
What's
You can suck.
the song?
I think it's called So Fresh.
Okay. Boy, so fresh.
You can suck my dick.
Never do that again. 2010! 10 years ago!
Alright. It's kind of a lot. Really? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
People must have been nostalgia tripping, because I swear, like, 5 or even 3 years ago, people were like, I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. Like, just constantly quoting it.
Well, some things are just timeless.
Like Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the official Soulja Boy fan stream. Can we all just talk about how much we love Soulja Boy?
Then I'm going to
Can
talk
you
over
believe
you
he
so
went
that
to prison? Actually, I don't know if he went to jail. That might be,
We love rappers or whoever who've gone to prison.
My favorite thing is when a rapper goes to jail. Oh, that's
favorite
mean.
thing. No, yeah.
You know what? Showing a little rapper appreciation to double back. I never really got into rap most of my life, and I'm still really picky about it. But the song "Ridin' Dirty," I actually love that song. It's weirdly super catchy.
Well, what you love is white and nerd.
No, I like that as well, and I know that song really well. But "Ridin' Dirty" on its own, because it's a real ass song, is actually awesome.
I love Riding Dirty for the way it's been memed.
Mm. No, yeah, that as well. No, and it's also funny. Like, it's got weird, awkward shit. Like, he directly says, like, you know, oh, we in back with the PlayStation controller, and it zooms in on an Xbox controller in the woman's hand.
No!
It's just, it's just, you know, but it actually is really catchy. I listen to it occasionally while I drive home from work.
Yeah. I like some stuff like that, like Moved by, I don't remember who. Moved.
Also, like a good white person, I like Eminem, so that's good.
Like a good white girl, I like Hannah Montana. I like Mood by 24K Gold without a D.
It's pretty good.
I'm always in the mood around. I'm trying to tell you what to do. Trying to play it cool.
You know what? I think I do know that one. Listen to Mass Destruction for Persona 3. Will I get copyright struck? Oh, hey, Aurora Reality. What's good, dog?
Who did?
Saying Swag was dead in 2013.
there he is.
Bruh, I will never stop saying Swag. Dread,
Yes, you will, and I will make sure of it.
Mood Whiplash. You are never alone when Soulja Boy's around. I'm So Fresh goes really well with Brody Quest. What is Brody?
I'm So Fresh goes really well with some whiskey.
I'm So Fresh goes really well with...
Go on. You can do it.
I had to think about it. I'm So Fresh goes really well with a dead speaker.
I'm So Fresh goes really well with swag.
Swag.
Sweet.
Yo, what's up, Aurora Reality? How you doing? Listen to Kingslayer by Brings Me the Horizon. Alright. Bring Me to the Horizon.
Wicca Wild Wild West.
I should actually, I should look up some Will Smith songs. He definitely won't sue me.
Mm. All I know is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I'm a fake fan.
Oh, Neil gosh, I really don't know how to say his name. Neil Cicierega? Neil Cicierega? Probably. I love Neil Cicierega. I gotta look that up later. Yo, I should show you some Neil Cicierega. He is actually hilarious. He edits music to make it fucking hilarious. There's one in particular I have to show you that brings me so much joy.
It bring you joy.
It'll bring you joy.
What's up?
Consume problems. It'll bring you joy.
Yeah.
So it was funny. I just caught up to me like, oh, I love it.
Surprise. I love that bit.
Sometimes humor like pops in front of me and I'm just like, oh!
And it's like,
oh, that's funny.
oh, that's funny.
Whoa, you know you're kind of funny. It's the voice of Haku. Cicierega. Okay, cool.
Cicierega.
I love you.
Mass destruction.
Persona 3.
Oh, hey, Flubus, were we going to watch Ghostbusters ever or no?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's good. It's a good movie.
Gotta watch freaking Ghostbusters, yo.
Yeah. Guys, let's watch it on stream right now and get sued.
Well, what you do is you do the worst thing, which is you just like record your reaction and then have the people get their own version to watch.
Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
That's what Rift does.
That's not.
Yeah, it is.
You see Rift Tracks? They get old movies and then they directly talk on top of them. At least the CD versions.
No, Rift Tracks.
I have Rift Tracks on CD.
Older Rift Tracks. Maybe you got a rip where they put it together, but the way Rift Tracks gets away with not getting sued is they just sell you audio and then you have to sync it up if you own the movie. So
yeah, no, I totally get it.
It's stinky, but that's the only way they can get past copyright because they talk about licensed movies like the Harry Potter series and Twilight and shit. Yeah. And to be fair, they're really
well, we
funny,
have the ones
so.
for the really obscure B movies.
You may be talking about either Rift Tracks or Mystery Science Theater.
Both.
Because Mystery Science was still them, but that was back in the day. They definitely had the movies, like the OG movies.
No, it's both. We watch both.
Okay. Oh, I'll take your word on it. Because I don't know Rift Tracks too well, so I could be totally wrong.
Yeah, man.
By the way, guys, tell me
You
if
don't
the
know
music is
what-
too loud. It sounds fine to me, but I'm often wrong, so...
I can't hear it. Because I have the stream muted. Because I don't wanna speech jammer myself.
No, you're gonna get an echo of me, and it'd be weird.
Well, both.
Monkey. Sorry, Samix Comics posted monkey, so I had to say monkey. Cicierega. Oh, Cicierega. Okay, Cicierega. All right. How many times am I gonna say Cicierega? Cicierega. Now, Amber, you own a couple of chia pets, right?
I don't.
You have a botanical garden.
But
of
I
chia
would
pets.
get one of Donald Trump's so I could smash it. I would lovingly tend to it and watch it
I
grow
would
so that I
lovingly
could put
break
it under a fucking 30-ton press and watch it get squashed.
Why are you doing it in that voice?
Because I want to, okay?
Because it's my... That's the fucking silver voice. I can't go back in time again because...
No!
I can't go back in time again!
Because whenever we watch real-time dubs, like, I'm always that person.
Yeah. Well, the voice just suits you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on the day. I feel like I can't even say this because when I listen to myself recorded, it's like obviously an undertone of uncomfortable, even if I don't feel uncomfortable while I'm talking.
Aw,
I'm like,
dude.
why can't I get rid of that?
Why can't he get you fucking?
It's
What the break?
it's something you develop. I mean, like, I was acting even when I was a little kid, so I had like a lot of time to develop my theater voice, but the more
What
you
is this dude? What is he doing? Oh, he's sitting.
what did you think he was doing?
I was like, so,
He's got no
okay,
arms.
hold on. I have to like,
Look at me.
I'm gonna draw what I thought was going.
I'm gonna wrestle.
Because I kind of thought he was like prancing down the street.
He's prancing down the street. I should make
Like,
a couple of eccentric looking guys.
Oh, thanks. So I'll DM do what I thought it was. Wow, what the frick? It's tapped back over.
He's coming for her. No more mass destruction. Yeah, the destruction is over. The damn it.
The titty.
No, shut up. I didn't say that.
Looks like you got a little cancer in your tit.
In your tit. The city is destroyed. It's like the ending of Man of Steel, which is also Amber's favorite movie.
I've never seen it.
Really? Oh. It's not
Yes.
like, it's not awful. I'm sure if I saw it again, though, I'd probably be like, yeah, this is kind of lame. Thing is, like,
I'm not super into superhero movies.
Mhm.
Just
Which,
kind of
which
like.
is why you refuse to watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yes. This is the reason.
Even though they're so good.
Yeah.
They're fun.
I just like forcing you to watch the things I like all day.
Yeah, which isn't a double standard at all. No, we need to watch some of my shit.
Yeah,
I
well.
refuse.
Did you just look at my thing?
Oh, hold on, I'm checking it out. You're
That
right.
was
That,
like a really eccentric prance.
that is a bit of a prance, but I love that the first thing you did when you saw that prance was, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, he's running! Hey,
Oh my God!
Ink in the chat is like, Sam Raimi Spider-Man are like the only good superhero movies, at least 1 and 2.
Man.
Yeah, no, well, I sort of disagree, only because Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse is really awesome. It's perfect, even. But I'd say even Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is perfect. So they're in the same boat.
I think I'll
wouldn't say Into the
probably like
Spider-Verse
it like Back to the Future when I
Yeah,
watch that,
yeah, probably.
which is delightful.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no,
I was watching that movie and I'm like, I swear to God, if Marty and Doc don't hug at some point, and they did, so it gets a good movie rating.
oh, everyone in the chat is backing me up. Yeah, Gluty, you need to watch the Spider-Man
Okay,
movies.
well,
My mom
this
doesn't.
is called peer pressure,
My
and I
mom-
thought we were talking about not taking drugs earlier.
Gluty. Gluty says, my mom doesn't like superhero movies either, and I'm about them, but you should watch them.
Yeah. I could have watched them with you guys when you're doing the janitor theater thing,
True.
but I also don't like doing things that I'd probably enjoy.
No, I get it. I mean, and
That's why I
janitor-
make you watch things that I like all the time, because like I know that I'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with like our Wizard of Oz discussion. It just needs to be something that we
Oh yeah.
like. We just do, and we don't like have a lot of setup or fanfare or wait for it. We just need to do
Yeah.
it. So, and that's partly my problem. I hate instigating and like forcing people to do shit because it's just not my style.
Well-
But to some extent, I need to just kind of get over that fear because it's not forcing you really. It's just being assertive.
And I have like the unfortunate reaction of like, oh no, I'm not gonna like it, I'm not gonna like it, I'm not gonna like it until it gets started. So like, if you're like, let's do this thing, I might just be like, but when I know that I already like it, then it's easier for me to get excited about it.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It's,
I'm trying to make excuses for why I'm a terrible friend.
It's fine. It's fine. Is this guy recognizable?
Fine.
I love the.
Oh yeah, I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
You're making me beat up grass. I'm kidding, actually. Well, Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man film, and DC and MCU have some gems like Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, and Batman Returns. Batman? You mean like the older one? Yeah. No, I love the old Batman movies. Oh my god. Batman 1 is amazing.
Oh, I want to watch the like very famous Batman movie.
Oh, you've never seen it? Yeah, no, you'd like it. You'd like it. Did you ever see Dark Knight?
No, I've never ever seen a Batman movie.
Really? You know what? It would be interesting to have you watch the OG Batman movie and then see Dark Knight, because I saw the opposite, and I'm a little conflicted. You know that there's a big debate about who's the best Joker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am of the mind that it's the first person that you see. Because
I am of the mind that it's the animated version.
No, that's also true. I consider Mark Hamill like this untouchable variable in the whole equation. Because
totally.
This stupid ass discussion is always about live action films, which is idiotic, but it's just the playing field they want to play in. So it's like, fine, if it has to be live action, then fine. But Mark Hamill's Joker is the best.
That despite not liking, or it's not that I don't like, I've watched the superhero. I've liked the superhero movies that I've watched, but I also grew up on Teen Titans and really loved that.
Ooh, good show.
So that's a good starter. Oh, I love Teen Titans. My childhood.
Oh my god, dude! When we went back and watched Teen Titans again,
Robin.
That was so awesome.
Yeah. I don't know why we stopped. We were having a good time.
Yeah, I don't know either. I guess we just started watching something else, and I didn't want to instigate going back to watch Teen Titans, so...
yeah, I guess so. And I was like, alright.
And you were like, alright, more of my stuff, please. No, maybe that's when you were getting into One Piece. And so it was getting awkward being like, hey, can we watch Teen Titans soon?
Yeah, it might have been. Some like, oh my god, thing. Well, I remember we got into One Piece because you were already watching it, and I wanted to join in when we got to Chopper's story.
Yup. Yeah, well, and yeah.
And then we just kind of went from there. Then I wanted to see your reaction to all the other stuff.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Oh my god, I wonder how you'll feel about Batman and Robin. That's...
Oh.
You know about the meme with that, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I loved that movie as a kid. I LOVE loved that movie as a kid. And I watched it 100 goddamn times. I loved it. It was so much fun. And when I went back to watch it again, I was like, I don't know. It's still kind of fun. I still kind of like it. I don't know. So,
I don't know.
You tell me how you feel about it once we get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very robot laugh I just did there.
Where's the love for Justice League Unlimited? That's the animated Justice League movies, or movie, I suppose.
I've never seen any Justice League.
I'm not the person to ask about animated superhero movies. I've always had like the worst attitude about them. I usually get bored watching them, or I just think they're like boring. I don't know. I'm gonna be a stick in the mud if you ask me about that kind of stuff. So you gush about
really
it. I just don't get it. All right, that's it. Well, and I hate to like talk shit on something that I clearly just don't understand. Because that's not fair.
Yeah, but I'm gonna.
No, I'm not gonna. That's why I just said.
Why? You said it was boring.
I would, yeah. Well, I was getting my opinion out there, and then I was leaving it at that.
What? No. You know what I say? I'm like, oh, I've never seen that, so I will hold my judgment.
But I have seen it.
You have? Oh, never mind.
No, not the movie that he was specifically saying, but it reminded me of my opinion on most live action and most Justice League-esque movies that I have seen.
Which is true. Never seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles either.
I've never seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Doesn't seem like a series I would have liked a whole lot.
Bat credit card? Oh my god. So shit.
Sound like a freaking Skeksis over there.
Yeah, no, that's the Doug Walker yell. He sounds like that.
Oh.
I know, they had to take a little bit of time.
Doug Walker quote, or is it?
Oh my god, yeah, you don't know. That's an old Doug Walker meme that he would not shut the fuck up about. You'll see it when we watch the movie, but there's a bit in Batman and Robin where Batman pulls out a credit card and it has his picture on it. Like, it's a Batman-themed credit card. And it's not even that like, it's just a joke. It's just a joke on how you can get a credit card with like a motorcycle on it or a dog on it, but Batman got his own logo on his credit card. That's the whole joke. And Batman is famous in this world, so obviously he could just get that as like a joke. Who cares? But it was supposed to be, in Doug Walker's eyes, it was supposed to be a symbol of how fucking shit the movie was, because it was not taking Batman seriously, and Batman had a credit card with his freaking logo on it, and he was just a cartoon. And so there was this running joke where anytime anybody said Bat credit card, he would start screaming, "A Bat credit card!" And he would start like ranting on spots. And I guess at conventions, people would meme him, and he would just go along with it and be like, "Oh, a Bat credit card!" And he would just make a big spectacle of himself. Which is that's not the worst thing in the world. But it was like more than 15 years ago. So now everyone's like nostalgically looking back like, "Oh, a Bat credit card!" But yeah, good times.
Yeah, reminds me how I'll always remember this for some reason, that everybody in my family was annoyed that Nostalgia Critic didn't like Good Burger.
Oh, of course he wouldn't like Good Burger. He doesn't like anything.
Do you like Good Burger?
I like Good Burger.
Yay!
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in like 10 years. But...
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Yeah.
Get that you.
I love that so much. Oh, also,
Yeah.
Justice League Unlimited is a show. Wait, maybe I did see it, and maybe I did like it. I have to look it up.
Maybe I did see it. Maybe I thought it was trash.
Maybe I did see it, and I vomited. Remember to subscribe to it. No, I think I actually, because I specifically remember there was a Justice League show that I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of, and I was like confused why they were calling Wonder Woman Diane and why they were calling Superman Clark.
Why are they calling them?
Why are they calling them by their?
Diane.
Why aren't they calling them their screen names or their hero names? What the fuck? But the more I watched it, the more I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I loved the Hawk Woman that had a big electric flail. She was so badass, and she was my favorite. Also, I loved Green Lantern, weirdly enough. Yeah.
Green Lantern kind of goes in there with Aquaman. I mean, Aquaman is kind of worse.
Yeah,
but,
Aquaman
like,
is...
how are we gonna make this dude cool? He's a man with a lantern. And
Oh my god, I love JonTron's summary of Aquaman. What does Aquaman do? Talk to fish? Okay.
I mean, it could be cool if you got like the cooler fish, like, and then he summoned up a kraken from the deep to mess up everybody's day. Like, that'd be pretty cool.
Mess up everybody's day. I think the movie did like a decent job where it was supposed to be like man or civilization of fish live on land, and because of pollution they're pissed off at all the people on the surface, and so they want to go up, but Aquaman's like, no, hold on, no. Like, I think that's a decent setup
He
to
wanted
his
to stop the
character.
dolphin invasion from the.
But from what I heard, I've never seen that movie, but from what I heard, it's kind of bloated, kind of unfocused as a movie.
The new one?
The new Aquaman movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think they were like trying to be funny, which is like,
Well,
the way DC always
because
does.
they're trying to rip off them. So they gotta have quips and they.
You know what's weird? Many years back, when I was but a teenager, I remember there was like all these like shitty Call of Duty games and all these like dark, gritty adaptations of like children's books and shit like that. And I remember thinking to myself, like, God damn, I'm so sick
Like
of this.
Riverdale.
I really hope that we get over this gritty, realistic fad and we start making like fun movies where people tell jokes and the colors are bright. I have that now, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually do prefer it over the dog shit from the past, but
well, here's
you still need to like
about...
it doesn't, like, one is not directly better than the other, I'm coming to
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're telling a dark, gritty story, then you have to make it good.
Yeah. The real thing I didn't like is something that'll never go away, which is people writing a fad. The only reason there were dark and gritty stories is
Which is
because
also
some people did it right.
Yeah. It's kind of, but I'm with you because I don't really want every movie to be Schindler's List.
No,
God, I just want to be happy.
I am like, I just want to watch Grave of the Fireflies without people losing their goddamn mind in front of me. Like, every time I say, oh yeah, I've never seen Grave of the Fireflies, it's always the same song and dance. They're always like, oh my god, dude, you're going to cry your fucking eyes out when you watch Grave of the Fireflies. And I'm like, don't.
Graham.
Grave of the Fireflies. I'm like, don't.
Why do you hate people's happiness?
It's not happiness. It doesn't make me want to watch it. They're like, oh my god, it's so sad and awful and terrible. And I'm like, I don't.
I guess so.
That just makes me like nervous to watch it. Like, God, when is all this sad stuff gonna start happening?
That's true. It's like I want to have joy.
Maybe I should just not watch it. You know, like.
Is that woman like running into the building?
God, you're seeing this like pixel perfect. Am I screen sharing right now?
No, I'm watching your stream.
Yeah, she's running across the street.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought she was like just being a runner and she's on a horrible trajectory straight toward the building wall.
No, she's going this way. Yeah, okay, all right. Sorry, I started second guessing myself because you were saying like looks like she's running straight into the wall. And then I started looking at it and was like, does it look as though she's about to hit that car? No. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm safe.
Also, yeah, TJC, like, it hasn't happened yet, but in AO, when things get dark and gritty later, it gets very much edgy. So, like, yeah, I can't really get on people too much.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I
There's
was
place for edginess.
I was edgy for a while, and I mean that. I was edgy in a horrible way.
Excuse me.
Excuse.
And I'm trying so hard to get away from that edgy phase I once was in. So when I do dramatic stuff, I need to be really careful not to get too over the top. And Amber can attest that sometimes I definitely do.
Yeah, but I also think I need to loosen up a bit more. Because, just like not be afraid to beat up my characters or put them in like high stakes situations.
Well, I think it needs to be earned is the thing. If you want to do edgy stuff, that's fine, but it needs to be earned. You need to have those those moments of levity to justify the moments of sadness.
Yeah, it's like you're watching Demon Slayer. It balances that pretty well, except for the fact that it just kind of like it swaps between comedy and gritty dark like way too fast sometimes.
Oh, does it?
I'm like, people are dying. What do you mean? Why are we joking about stuff now?
The thing that I always think about...
Somebody's head just got thrown across the wall.
Oh, they definitely do that in anime a lot, where it's like someone's like, fucking arm just got ripped off and all this blood spewed across the floor and oh god, he's dead, and they're like screaming to the sky and they're like, oh, you killed him, and then it's like, wait, no, he'll pull through, and then he gets up like, what happened? He's not like looking at his arm like, ah! He's
no,
like,
but it's not even like he'll get up and he'll be okay. It'll be like, oh, he's dead. And then the next scene is like, oh, how could you say that to me? You're so silly. Like,
oh,
wait, how are we chill again?
Do you remember the fucking ProZD thing where it was like trying to pad out the story? So like they were like right about to do a confession and then music comes up like what the fuck's that music? And then she slaps him.
Oh yeah, pervert.
And it's like, don't worry, Sosuke Bosuke, I forgive you. What is with this pacing? Cut back to me. Cut back to her.
Back to her. I know.
It's so true, though. I've definitely seen shit animes that do that. They're just fucking padding like crazy. Or non-shit animes like One Piece that also do that.
No, they do. They do that really hard.
It's
and I
annoying,
wouldn't say
but...
Demon Slayer pads. It's just kind of a tone issue. But
yeah.
if you ever watch it, you'd probably be able to pick up on here and there.
I do want to watch it, yeah, once I got the time.
You should.
Should I watch it with you, or should I just watch it? It'd be easier if I just watched it.
Yeah, I want to watch it with you, but also, like, the docket is full. And
yeah,
you know what? You should enjoy some stuff on your own sometime.
Yeah, I've been thinking of going through Star Trek one of these weekends.
Yeah.
I
don't want to watch that, so feel free.
No, yeah, well, I was telling a coworker about EF and Electric Forest, and the way I was talking about it, she was really interested and very like nice and supportive. This is my friend Lisa from work. She's cool. And she fucking was saying this story kind of, sort of, not exactly, but it kind of reminds me of elements and story beats used in Star Trek. And I was like, yeah? Are you sure? And so she said, you should maybe check out Star Trek. That might be good for you. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like Star Trek, but like, Dad and my sister really like it.
Oh,
and
Gloody.
Really like it.
This friend I was talking to said to just start with like the OG and then go into the Next Generation, specifically because the way Next Generation is often written, and most of the movies are often written with references to the OG show. So it's a lot easier to just start with the OG, then you get everything. Then once you go to TNG, it's all perfectly clear and there's no like holes that I need to fill in with my imagination. And I don't mind watching a little extra here and there. Oh my god. What song should I play next that'll get me sued?
Oh my god.
How about Lo-Fi Coding Mix? What is that gonna...
Hey Hayden.
Yeah, what's up?
My brother sent me another trailer for the Dota anime. You want to hear my live reaction?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
For context, Amber loves Dota.
I love it. Okay.
Alright, she is watching the anime trailer now.
Yeah. Peace, Dragon Dreams. Okay, that's cool. Y'all like dragons? Really watch Dragon's Blood? There are a lot of dragons in this so far. I do love dragons, so this is good. Ladies. Okay.
You know what, TJC, just for you, we'll turn on some Persona 3 music.
There's like a lot of same face syndrome going on with the guy characters. Like, who is who?
Yeah, that's.
So I think mostly the characters they designed because one of the dudes from ripped straight from Dodo looks much more unique.
I mean, maybe through like their costume and stuff, their character design will show through better.
Yeah, we'll see once it gets into it.
Yeah.
Oh hell! Oh shit! His voice is so smooth.
Oh, dude.
Invoker about to make me act up. Oh.
Now. Calm down, you.
Okay, Sella mayonnaise, kind of evil.
Kind of cringe. I don't know.
Come on, Invoker, get some energy. Ooh. F.
Ooh. Got you, TJC, man. I would suggest Halo music, but it's either bombastic action music or somber music you'd listen to with a cucumber slice over your ice. That's a great description of Halo music. I never thought about that.
What?
This crazy stuff happening.
Huh. So he's not in the trailer. What the big?
What the fuck?
Was that me? What?
Okay.
Terrorblade, that's his name. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Do we got any
Interesting trailer.
Do we got any Dota fans in the chat? That,
Very unlikely.
put in their 2 cents about this.
Yeah. I'm not like super grabbed by the face by the trailers so far, but I'm very interested to see how it's gonna play out. It's coming out in March, which is not very far away. But I'm just worried that Invoker is gonna be played very straight and flat, because when you listen to him, he's like, "Oh yes, you're a big idiot."
Yeah.
What are some good Invoker lines?
My machinations lay
My
undetected,
machinations lie
for I am a
undetected.
master of...
We have a mug with an Invoker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Some of the stupid shit you say, dude.
Some of the stupid shit you say. I don't even actually know what Dota is. Please don't punch me. No, it's chill, TJC.
Oh no, that's fine.
If you did put on some, I suggest Halo 3 ODST music. Pretty sure the whole soundtrack is just quiet, relaxing, and soft jazz. Ooh. Aurora Reality, I may turn it on in like a little bit, but I'm gonna let Persona 3 play a little longer, since I just turned it on. I'm here to please the fans. I mean the audience, excuse me.
Oh shit! Forgot.
What?
I think Invoker's guild name is Carl. There's a 5% chance when you're selecting for him to say, "Throughout the aeons I have been known by many names, but my true name of power is Carl." Behold before you the illustrious, the imperious, the ingenious Archmage, Carl.
That's a Monty
That's what
Python
he
joke.
talks like.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, as you can see, he talks like, I'm amazing.
For I am a master. No, I like him. I like that.
Yeah, he's a big asshole, and I want him to be played a big asshole. But so far it looks like they're playing into him being kind of soft-spoken and creepy. What does that remind me of? No, don't make that noise. Yeah. You know, villains are sometimes like, yes, my machinations.
All we know is ProZD quotes. Oh
That's all we know.
Let undetected, for I am a master. He's yeah, I know what you mean. Like twiddling your fingers. Weird, plotty type villains. Should I give this guy a fedora? I think I should.
I should show you one of the trailers. Get one, but not right now. Not the cut to of.
Not quite. Not quite.
Not quite.
LOL. King Dragon sends his regards. Thank you, TJC, for acknowledging us. I've been designing... Oh, okay, well then. I've been designing tanks for my World War I inspired fantasy world. That's right! You were talking about that in earlier stream, yeah. And it's been fun making them practical, but also kind of flawed due to them being early. Oh, yeah. That's what you want to do with, like, kind of a World War I aesthetic. At least, in my opinion. You kind of want things to look like weathered and a little crappy. Because that was trench warfare, correct? That was the trenches? Well, I guess they both were the trenches, weren't they? Yeah, World War I was crazy.
What?
Gluty is writing a story that is World War I inspired.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like it requires research. No thanks.
Hey man, if you're interested in it, you'll do all the research you can.
That's true.
I've been doing so much research about batteries and like weather and everything related to the word electricity.
Yeah.
And not only that, power, energy, like how energy is fluctuated and put in generators. TJC, my dude. TJC's just loving all the music. I appreciate that. You must put in a hidden Doug Walker. Listen to our reality. I was just going to do it and not say anything, but you had to point it out.
What is it?
I'm going to give them a fedora, though, but I will give them their tie. You did see what I was doing, though.
Huh?
I'm putting a little Doug Walker in. I'm gonna give him a fedora though, so it's less obvious. I'm gonna give him
yeah, it's less obvious.
I'm gonna give him Linkara's fedora.
Okay.
Okay. She said
Whatever you
through
want,
gritted
man.
teeth.
That was not gritted teeth. That was giving up.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Question for both you guys: what are your general influences for your comics? Random manga and random webtoons comics for me.
When you say general influences, what exactly do you mean? Like inspirations for specifically the story or for like just making art in general? Because a lot of art direction I take inspiration from is usually mangas. Akira is one of them. But a lot of art that I'm trying to specifically replicate or at least taking the most inspiration from is probably webcomics that I immediately read or have read in the past. I was super inspired by the webcomic Paranatural, if anyone has ever heard of that. I fucking love Paranatural, and I'm so glad it's still going on, and that they haven't like given up on it or anything. And that kind of fun mix of cartoony and well, yeah, it's mostly cartoony. That fun mix of like cartoony with like high action is definitely something that I want to replicate really badly.
Yeah.
And like a really nice blending of comedy with your
Yeah.
fantasy narrative. It's just everything that I love.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I sort of just pay attention to things that I like to implement in what I'm doing. And I have a stupid complex that I need to work on about like feeling guilty about stealing other people's like visuals or anything like story, even if it's like really typical storytelling.
Yeah.
Or visual stuff or whatever. That no one's gonna notice or care, and I respect people who like, oh, I have this favorite artist and I did this thing, and because I know that it turned out good and I didn't notice that it was inspired by somebody else. Hey, rambling. Yeah, I wish I could listen up about that, but I just sort of pay attention to things that I like. And the stuff that I like to implement in my work.
That's fair. I mean, it's like you're. Hold on, I need to see where all these lines are. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be inspired by like lots of stuff, and it's really hard to like. It's really hard to be inspired by something and not feel like you're ripping it off in some way, but. The difference comes in how you do it. The difference comes in how you...
Yeah, because everything has your own special touch to it.
Yeah. And if you're trying to, like, perfectly recreate a style, you're just not going to get much out of it. Maybe some people will like it, and you can, like, think of it like a marketing strategy, but it's a bad marketing strategy because you'll never be as good as the thing that you love so much because it came from somewhere personal. But if you get inspired, then the things that you make will be entirely you, and the things that you do best, people will appreciate.
Yeah.
That's why no one likes my comic, because
I will say that my art style is inspired a lot by My Hero. It kind of helped. I think my art style doesn't look exactly like My Hero, which is fine, because there are elements of it that I don't really like. But working on AO has really helped me to refine what my art style is.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I see little beats in your, or not beats exactly, but like I see little evolutions in your art style whenever you get into a new show.
It's true.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing at all. It's
No.
It's really nice to see. Actually, it's like nice little progression.
Yeah.
Slowly upgrading yourself.
Because everything does something better. Huh? Wait, hold on.
Okay. I'll read the chat. I can read your Doug Walker related thoughts and only those. If there is engine failure on the side of a tank, an engineer has to crawl under the driver's legs, which are spread apart on a raised platform. Fucking Christ. That's awesome. I'm now imagining Doug Walker tipping Fedora and saying, "Milady!" My name is Doug Walker. I remember it, so you don't have to. With this scenery, I can only imagine him saying, "This looks like Vegas! Why does it look like Vegas?" Oh my god, I loved the Oni Plays animation of that. I think you know which one I'm talking about. Any Oni Plays fans here, which I think there's quite a few. Yeah, no, that's... Oh my god. Can you let the next song play out at least? Then you can switch it. Yeah, no, there's no rush. There's no rush. Did you know British officers would not duck to enemy fire? It was to encourage the men to take more risk and boost morale. That's so interesting. My father wrote a book where he specifically had a branch of snipers who would be trained to be like the elite, but if they, I guess, missed their shot, they would like openly stand up in a weird like almost like religious testament to show that they failed, and if they don't get shot in like 5 seconds, they'll then drop back down and either retreat or try and shoot you again. They Shall Not Grow Old is a really good World War I movie documentary. I remember saying, God, that title is so fucking sad in relation to World War I. Oh, that sucks. I should watch that, though. That sounds really cool. And if they were killed, it might get them a desire for vengeance. Oh, interesting. Art-wise, I'd say I take a lot from Looney Tunes. I definitely see that, Ink, and it shows you do it well. I still haven't watched Tony Plays. I suggest it. It's not for everyone, but I think it's hilarious. It's like shaped most of my current sense of humor. Give it a try. Give it a try. I think it's pretty great. Absolutely, Tony Plays is my favorite. Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera, Animaniacs, a lot of 90s cartoon stuff. Some anime, mostly retro stuff, and a good deal of Disney. I think you do it very well, Ink. I think you've really got like a style that is just really attractive, and you shape your original characters around it very effortlessly. I like your style. Mine is very like mixed between anime and cartoony, and I mostly take notes from anime these days, but I don't really want to go full manga and just make it look like one great big manga. I want to have my own style and be able to replicate other styles. One Plays is good. I would recommend starting with Pokemon Red. Oh yeah, God, that was a throwback. I would recommend their playthrough of Spider-Man 2. That one was really great. Pokemon Red was also really great. Or maybe their playthrough of Shenmue. Their playthrough of Shenmue was what got me into them in the first place. That's more of an older one. So was Pokemon Red, but it was good. It was a good playthrough. It was funny. It was funny. Keep in mind they do switch hosts after like the first year. They kind of do a Game Grumps thing, but it's not quite as egregious as when JonTron left Game Grumps. In the Oni Playaverse, 2 of the 3 guys that were originally on it was, of course, Chris. Don't worry, he doesn't leave. Oni doesn't leave, Oni plays. But there was Chris, there was Ding Dong, and there was Julian. Ding Dong and Julian were friends of Chris, but they were also like a couple, and after like maybe a year or something, it was difficult for them to continue living in LA, which is totally understandable. And so because it became so difficult for them to live there, they eventually had to move. And I don't know where they live now, but I think they moved to Canada for a bit, and then I heard they lived in like fucking Indianapolis or something. It's none of my business where they live, but that's the story I heard. It just became too dang expensive to live in LA, which, to be fair, I get that. It's expensive enough living in fucking Washington. Dear God. But, yeah, no, and so after Ding Dong and Julian flew the coop, Oni was looking around for other people to bring on the show, because he never really enjoyed, or at least I don't know if he enjoyed it, but he didn't really make a lot of videos where it was just him playing games. It was more of a friend thing. The show really is called Oni Plays with Friends, but eventually he started bringing on his old buddies from the Sleepy Cabin days, and I don't know, I think it's all very funny. I like it a lot, but I know there's some debate some people have between like, oh, Ding Dong and Julian is so much funnier than Lyle, Zach, Tomar, and Chris, but I don't know. I think it's all great. I will say, though, I was not a huge fan of Ding Dong back in the day. His more like sassy attitude just didn't vibe with me very well, and when Amber comes back, she will back me up on this. I'm not great with sassy people. I don't know. I always take it way too seriously and just become a big like stick in the mud about it. But I will say that Ding Dong and Julian were very funny, and I have so many pleasant memories of them being on Oni Plays. Those guys are legit. Also, I love their Kingdom Hearts playthrough. Holy shit. All you Oni Plays fans out there, you definitely remember the Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, right? when Matt and Ryan from Super Mega came on briefly, back when they were first becoming kind of a hot button item. Or do you remember when Oni Plays was briefly on Game Grumps and they did some collaboration stuff? Bro, that shit was fucking great. I have so many pleasant memories of watching the early years of Oni Plays. I have so many pleasant memories of watching Oni Plays nowadays, but those early years were oddly magical. I think it's because it was really nice to see that Chris was still doing shit and it was funny, and you're meeting all these new funny people, Ding Dong Julian, the Super Mega Cast, all that good shit. Good times. Only Matt was in the Kingdom Hearts briefly. You're right. Matt was on it for like... No, Matt was on it a lot. Ryan was on for like... Oh, no, you're right. I'm thinking of Sonic Adventure. Excuse me. Yeah, they played Sonic Adventure 2 for a little bit, and Matt and Ryan were both on it. Okay, yeah. Excuse me. I rewatch the Kingdom Hearts one every now and then. He's green, almost like a goblin. Wait a minute. Wish my style wasn't so bad. Oh, TJC, you freaking goober, you freaking absolute walrus, you complete and total pineapple, falling out of the tree of lies and into the sand of death. Telling yourself that your style is bad ain't gonna get you nowhere, because all you gotta do is just keep on drawing. It is a knee-jerk reaction, though, when you don't like your style, to just be like, oh, it's bad. I mean, listen to me just a little bit ago being like, oh, my comic sucks and everyone hates it. Keep in mind, though, that you can't fully believe that. Like, truly believe that. You can't, because then why even make art if you truly believe that your style is bad? You're just convincing yourself to hurt yourself over and over. You gotta believe that you can improve your style, and if there's stuff about your style that you don't like, you need to figure out what those things are and improve upon it. I can't draw actually several parts of the body. I can't draw women very well. And so the main character of my story is a lady, you. And why you? I gave her a silly name because but yeah, no, always find ways to challenge yourself and slowly get better, because it'll feel great when you finally overcome those things. For a while, I could not draw hands. Could not. With a capital fuck you. And now, I'm not like an expert at drawing hands, but I'm pretty good at it. And I don't need a lot of references these days, although it's good to always have some references on hand. Yes, just always challenge yourself. All the time. And belittling yourself, I mean, it's natural and it's gonna happen, and I get that, but just bear in mind that you can't truly believe that you hate your style or that you hate yourself, because it's just not worth it, man. All right, that's it. Turning on freaking... I'm scared of LA living costs because I might have to move there for voice acting. LA is not a place to start acting. You'll be swallowed up by other people starting to do what you can where you need to go to LA. I would say if you want to get into voice acting, like audition to lots of stuff on Casting Call. Maybe give yourself projects that you can do, small projects that will allow you to flex your vocal cords. And definitely put yourself in any given project, just because it probably will happen. I remembered I did Sans the Skeleton for a friend because she would do constant comic dubs of Undertale and always bring me on as the regular Sans. I know if you guys are all familiar with the Undertale-averse, there's like a million versions of Sans and all the Undertale crew. There's Underfell, there's Timetailed. I love Timetail. There's fucking... I'm terrible with names when I'm on the spot, but you get the drift. There's... and my friend would do comic dubs of all of these Underverses. And she would constantly bring me in all the time. And that was just consistent work that I could go back to. So either make mini projects for yourself where you can put yourself in different roles and test different stuff out. I don't care if it's just comic dubs and you do it all yourself. You could do comic dubs all by yourself if you really wanted to. Or you can just apply. You can audition. You can make a project for yourself, or you can join someone else's project. However you want to do it. But moving all the way to LA is kind of a big leap unless you have a guaranteed job there, is what I think. I'm a little nervous about possibly going to LA to pursue animation. I'm still on the fence about that. I feel like I could just get animation jobs online and I don't gotta move anywhere. But hey, jury's still out on that. That's my whole 2 cents on voice acting, because I do voice acting as well. But right now I do voice acting mostly for my own projects and for like friend projects. I'm not the type that wants to make a career out of it. I have pizza. Bro, Samix Comics, you just keep bragging in the chat, alright? And it's like you don't even realize how hungry I am right now. I laugh because it's true. I should maybe wrap the stream up. I'm so hungry. Read a public domain book on audio. Use that to show your talents. Yeah. Give that a try. Without saying much, someone specific has been telling me to stop, so I've lost most of my motivation to audition. Oh, bro. I mean, if it's something personal, it's not my business to go in and start mingling in that territory, but you're going to get the occasional critics. And that's the thing, is that, like, some people are going to be that way about it. And really, it's not up to them. I get losing motivation, though, because it's such a freaking buzzkill. But you got to power through that stuff, because when you get the right project, it will get you going. And it'll get your neurons going, and you'll slowly get better and better. For example, this fucking comic that I'm working on right now, holy shit, I've never done a city before. Literally, I've never done a fucking city before. And, like, all these buildings and all these lights and fucking, like, all this shit going down, all these colors. I don't know how to do colors at all. I'm fucking stuck when it comes to colors. I don't know a single thing about it. And all this work just to do this one goddamn sprawling page, all that work to do this shit, it took fucking weeks. It took probably like 3 weeks or something to make all this shit. Can you count 3 weeks on your hands? Probably not. And here's the most tragic part. I fucking hate this page. This page, in my eyes, is so fucking ugly because there's so much that I don't know yet. But I made it anyways because I'm gonna be good eventually. And this is like step 1 or step 0.2 or 0.5 or whatever. Because you still do it despite the fact that you know it's not as good as you want it to be. Someone is gonna love that, or say it's like fine, or say that it's bad. It doesn't matter though, because it's there. It's real. And if I did nothing at all, nothing would have changed. The world keeps spinning whether you make things or not, but you make things for yourself because you want to do it. And that is the difference. So TJC, I think you can fucking do it. But it doesn't matter if I think you can do it, because you need to believe in it. Don't believe in the me who believes in you. Believe in the you who believes in you. It's fucking Gurlockin'. And also, don't get wrapped up in drama either. Freaking people trying to tear you down and stuff. That's just conversations. You'll have a million of those in your life. Try to prove them wrong. Glooty, that's a good point. It's good. Hamburger. Samix Comics, why you keep making me hungry? I want spaghetti. I want to eat my vegan meat with my fucking Getty. And I'm dying over here. Why you torturing me so? It's made me cry. Aw, TJC. TJC, you can do it. Come on. It's interesting how everyone here is an artist, but I'm just some goober filling with source filmmaker. Bro, that's art. That's art. Fucking. Besides, fiddling is that's a part of it. That's how you learn shit. Spaghetti Samix Comics. Ay. You won't defeat me, Samix Comics. I will finish this fucking page. I'm somewhat close. My leg. It's interesting how everyone here is an artist. Yeah, no, it's yeah, that involves creativity. It really does. No, actually, full stop, no bullshit. Like, some of my favorite shit was Gmod machinimas back in the day. Like, straight up fucking loved Mass Defect. Anyone heard of that? Oh, no. That Team Fortress 2 machinima. Can anyone help me with that? Because I loved that one. There was a Team Fortress 2 machinima that was made by the same guy who made Mass Defect, and he sadly passed away due to cancer, and that was so goddamn upsetting when I heard about that. What was that called? It was so great. But yeah, stuff like that. Also, Gmod Idiot Box, obviously. That was classic primo stuff. Yeah, freaking Source Filmmaker is like a great tool to get in there and make whatever you want. You know what? If anybody ever fucking doubts themselves as an artist, keep in mind that, like, there was a time where people were making banger ass videos that were getting millions of views in fucking Gmod, a tool used to play with pre-made models from other people's video games. Like, I don't think, like, people really think about that. There was, like, entire lore created around a fucking digital toolbox that a company just gave out. And those videos were so good. So, yeah, no, there's no excuse at that point. In the words of Filthy Frank, ignorance is a choice. If you want to make something awesome, you just got to teach yourself. And you got a lot of time. Life is everything you experience, my dude. Team Fabulous 2, that was it. Oh, by the late Kitty0706. Yeah, that was so unfortunate. Machinima. Oh, it was old. Oof. And I'm not even talking about Machinima, the shitty website with the awful business practices. I'm talking about just the concept of machine cinema is what it was called. What was Machinima, and how baby did I just make myself asking that? Machinima was basically like you take a video game and you put a camera somewhere in it and you shoot a movie within the video game and you use the people in the game to build your story. I'm sure you've seen people do role play with Minecraft. That's kind of the evolution of the machinima. But it's basically that. It's role play, or you make up a story, or you write a script ahead of time, and then you go into Halo, and then you put up your invisible cameras somewhere in Halo because you've modded the game, and then you sit there and you move your character up and down, and you write a script, and you talk about memes, and you create silly characters and running jokes, and then the show is called Red vs. Blue, and it gets millions of views, and then your company takes off like crazy, and it's called Rooster Teeth. Your company Rooster Teeth takes off because Red vs. Blue was hugely successful, and then you get a bunch of 3D software together, and then you get a guy called Monty who's really talented with fight scenes, and then you make Ruby. Boom, there you go. I've just explained what machinima is and what Ruby is, where Ruby started. Mashitima. Smashtasm, anyone? I'm not familiar with that one. Also, hey there, Sarquitzalar. I'm really sorry. Zarquitzal? Zarquetzal. Zarquetzal. I probably got it, yeah. Mashed potatoes. Samix. It's Dradix is a great history teacher. Every freaking day, like, people would just put an apple on my fucking desk. Maybe I would treat you with respect. I'm glad I was here to hear that, Draddy. Oh, thank you, Chili Cap. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's speaking of roleplay, Hayden, D&D. Oh, right. I'm such a bad person. Sounds kind of interesting still. The current D&D that I'm doing right now is like dragging like crazy. So, I don't know. I'm still worried that like D&D is still not for me, but I mean, why not? How about you send me some info about it? Like how far along are you guys in the campaign? Is it something that you could like describe to me in like a DM or something, and then we can talk about it later? Because I'm totally down to coordinate like a day for us to meet and game and all that goodness. Oh, I feel like I know this song. What the hell? Where are we going to find an apple? Fucking, you gotta grow it first. I'm sorry. You put it in the ground, you spit on it for years, and then it grows. And you got an apple. I'm sorry, it's the only way. Smashtasm was a fairly popular machinima made in Smash Melee. That sounds like a thing that I would have loved, because I loved Smash Melee. I loved Melee, Brawl. I loved all the Smash, actually. Maybe... Does Smash Ultimate have, like, decent online? Could I smash with some of you guys on stream? That would be a great way to embarrass myself. Jack should be a great internet history teacher. Gosh, I wish. I wish that I made a history video about Spoonie before Down the Rabbit Hole did it. Because I love Spoonie, and I feel so sorry that his life kind of fell apart, and... he was very significant to me and my sense of humor growing up. It's a shame. Smash Ultima was pretty good online. Okay, all right. Planning on starting a new one that shouldn't take all too long. Okay, that was sort of the thing with me and D&D. Was just it was taking like a long time, and like my character wasn't doing anything in the session. Character was kind of just sitting around. He didn't have a lot to do. Which made me feel like a big doofus, like, oh gosh. Should I participate? Should I say something? But yeah, we should talk. Okay, Smash Ultimate has good online. Smash Ultimate has horrible online. Okay, good. Sounds good. Oh my god, Spoonie. Oh my god. Speaking of D&D, I'm currently making my own Halo D&D homebrew, which is no easy task. Well... I don't know. There's like sci-fi homebrew D&Ds that I've heard of working. Halo doesn't sound too complicated. I don't know. Then again, I'm speaking from ignorance. Pistols at midnight. Holy fuck. Depends. I would stream Smash Arenas, and they were okay as long as everyone has Ethernet adapters. It should be okay. Shit. You know what? I do have a spare one. I could probably channel it out to the thing. Okay. I had one person from France and the connection was okay. Yeah, the thing is though, even if my connection is like fucking perfect, I'm still at the mercy of someone else's connection, so yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll see like if it's worth it or not. Okay. Depends on how extensive your homebrew is. Yeah, it depends on how crazy you want to go with with your shit. I don't know anything about homebrewing. I was just about to try and participate in this conversation. I don't know shit. I know that my friends are developing homebrews as we speak for other campaigns, and I'm over here like, okay, maybe I'll join, maybe I won't. Because the last one I was in is taking so fucking long, my god. Oh, SBR2 cart. Oh, that's right. Web made some tracks in that shit. I should really play that as well. You're right, yeah. Gotta have so many games to play. Oh my god. There's pre-existing ones out there that are fairly complicated, but I'm making my own to kind of introduce friends to the Halo universe in a fun and interesting way. Hey, okay. Smash Ultimate Online works better when you're docked. Yeah, I figure. When you're docked, and presumably with an Ethernet cord that'll make it perfect. And I don't want to throw them into something where you have to make 5 dice rolls to see how well you shoot at the big goopy alien. Oh my gosh, yeah. We had the problem I kept falling into, and I don't know if this can even be helped, but like the problem I kept falling into was that like we would get to real story intensive parts, and the whole fucking game would just, and the whole fucking story by extension would come to a screeching fucking halt because everyone would just start rolling so shittily. And just, it was just such a bummer just sitting there like, I can't do fucking anything. Goddamn. Usually people just butt fumble their way through whatever the conflict was. After a while, this is probably just me, you know, because I've yet to get fully immersed in a D&D campaign because I start to sort of see through the cracks of its own game design. Like, well, we can't do... I know that this campaign can't get too crazy because there's only so much that you can do with the rules that have been given to me. You know what I mean? I guess what that means is I've been playing a very formulaic session. Not to talk major shit or anything. The person that's doing this has not done something of this magnitude before. So that's all it is. But, yeah, basically, in short, I'm just kind of... Meh. Just kind of eh. Just kind of eh. But oh well. You'll live and you'll...
Help!
What?
I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
Much my bro wanted to talk with me about the trailer.
Oh, I see.
Yarp.
I thought I heard you sucking Wendy's off your fingers.
What?
I thought that you just came back from eating, and I thought I heard you going like, "Hey man, I'm back."
I am eating fish right now, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I got some when I was at the store today getting food. I got some chicken tendies, and I immediately remembered that conversation I had with you where I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but I remembered it ended with you screaming, "I would eat some fucking chicken tendies!"
I like chicken tendies. I really like them. Put that shit in ranch dressing.
Yeah, ew, girl.
What do you mean you're gross?
I'm just being mean.
I had like a revelation when I was younger of like, they were like fish sticks, but I could really use something. And I just on a whim put some mayonnaise on it, and I'm
oh my god. Dude, that's like a heart attack central, though. I get what you mean.
Hell yeah, but I'm gonna eat all of it.
Dear God, no way. No, I couldn't do it.
So many people hate mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
I don't mind mayonnaise. And in fact, I used to have a sandwich that I would call the Hayden sandwich because I was like fucking 7. And it would be turkey slices, tomato, a lot of mayonnaise, pickles, and cheese. and that was my sandwich, and I loved it. It was my favorite sandwich, and if I ever had like a crummy day and I was like, man, I want a snack, I would make a Hayden sandwich.
You a snack, you a Hayden sandwich.
Shut up. I like the way you said that. Yeah, you a snack, you a Hayden sandwich. Let us stop
It's like
talking.
I'm trying to make fun of you and the right words.
Let's not talk too much about food. I'm starving.
Oh no. Well, you gonna wrap up soon?
I think I am, yeah. It sucks though, because we're having such a good conversation in the chat. Gluty is making Gluty's talking D&D. Gluty is the friend I mentioned before who wants me to get in on their D&D stuff. Yeah.
Oh, were you complaining about D&D? That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, no. Gluty brought up the subject, and then I complained about D&D.
No, yeah.
No, yeah, but
That's fair.
Gluty's making a homebrew for a fantasy world, and Aurora Reality is making one for the Halo series.
Cool.
Oh, TJC, you going to bed? That's chill. I'm gonna wrap up the stream soon, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I feel like
Samix Comics, you're so right. I'm gonna put cards there. Yu-Gi-Oh! I never thought about that. Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm also gonna put a knife here. Just, you know. It's a confusing game.
It's fucking Russian roulette Yu-Gi-Oh!
Maybe. I actually had... You know what's funny? This is actually a reference to the script, is why I put the knife there. I wrote somewhere in the script, like, have two people sitting in a bar playing a confusing game with checkers, two batter sticks, and a knife in the center. Because this is supposed to be an alternate present where, like, the culture is, like, slightly different. So it's, like, kind of recognizable, but also, like, what the fuck?
Recently, it has been put into law that all games must include a knife.
It adds to the tension.
Just in case somebody reaches for a card and they're not looking crap at need.
I love this guy. I love this, like, slightly chubby guy. He's so great. He's like, go ahead, play your card.
He's like, I bet you won't guess which one is the knife card. Make your guess if you're ready to accept the consequences.
Spoiler, it's the knife. I love his face. He's so great.
But he can't put it up his sleeve, otherwise it's gonna be a...
Yeah, otherwise what's the point?
I mean, come on.
Oh man, those guys make rush dueling, or have them rush dueling. Or Crazy Bones.
Have them Naruto running them.
That's what this lady's doing. No, that's what what the Ektoms were doing.
I don't...
What?
What's that?
But you don't know the Ektoms?
They're the goo guys.
Oh, right!
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Now, yeah, they Naruto run in one of the scenes.
Don't put a man behind that corner creeping on that lady.
He's just walking away. It's fine. I just want to put a little more density in this.
There's no business like show.
It's been...
Excuse me.
My God, why did I bring you on?
I don't know, man. You know I'm like this.
I don't know.
You should have stopped it before it came to this.
Yeah, oh my God, I need to... as soon as I end the stream, I'm making some fucking spaghetti, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sounds like I'm staying up slightly late tonight because we're still watching shit, but I want my spaghetti.
I want my spaghetti. Sorry, because it's only one episode.
Yeah, it's true.
If we have extra time, maybe we could go some more.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. By the way, did I? Oh no, I totally did. I was gonna say, did I show you any Chris Fleming stuff? But sick jam.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I saw Chris Fleming in that one animation. God, the name is escaping me, but it's about that burger truck that's run by clowns. Yeah.
Big Top.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, Big Top.
I love it.
Chris Fleming is in that. Chris Fleming does the voice of the lead emo clown in the rival van.
Oh, hell yeah.
I never would have known. You listen to the voice and you're like, that's not Chris Fleming.
Yeah. Well, he definitely doesn't have an emo voice.
No, but you listen to the voice and you're sort of like, I guess I hear that. It almost sounds like they pitched their voice, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, could have been.
Big Top is kind of frustrating because it's like definitely something. I watch it and I'm like, this is hilarious, but I'm not laughing. Like, why can't I laugh at this?
The fucking
Clearly so funny and well put together.
fucking our girl Grem. The final episode of season 1 where they're just like taking off the makeup and stuff. And it's like the end of the day. Yeah, nice little scene, very character scene. Freaking overreacting Grem is like, this part is so sad. Like, how's it sad?
I don't think it's sad. I think it's like sobering.
Yeah. Because it's supposed to be like, the end of the day, we're all just people,
Yeah. Which, I hate it, and by hate it, I mean I love it. When, like, very comedic, lighthearted stuff does, like, a moment of reality, and it's, like, effective. Just stop! I don't want to feel feelings right now.
Stop.
Yeah,
I want to think about life.
I don't want to live, laugh, and love.
I want to die, cry, and hate.
I want to die, cry, and die again. I want to die, cry, and did I say die?
Die.
Sounds like Sonic
Die
music.
again. You can tell my sketching is going great when it takes me about 3 hours to finish one panel. By the time I'm done, I'm like,
I actually have a bowl of spaghetti right now. Oh, don't tell me that. I live for Big Top. I
Don't
keep
tell me
saying
that.
live instead of love.
I live you.
I live you.
Baby.
Baby. Baby.
You know what happened to me?
What?
So, I'm like, I'm gonna focus on stretching more today.
Okay.
And
Good idea.
it's like 5:30, and I'm like, okay, I should go downstairs and stretch my legs a little bit. So I'm talking to my sister, and I'm like kicking my legs, and I'm doing squats and stuff while I'm talking.
Kicking your sister in the face. Okay.
And then I start getting a cramp. I'm like, this is the opposite of what I wanted.
Well, you can't go too ham when you're stretching. You need to do it slowly.
Yeah.
That's something that took me like way too long to realize.
Yeah. Otherwise, my muscles are gonna be like, stop it.
Yeah. Your muscles are gonna be like, ah.
So I'm gonna try and do like yoga poses in the morning.
Okay.
Keep my shoulder stretched out.
Okay, cool.
I've been doing shoulder like arm stretches today, but it hasn't made it so that it doesn't hurt. So I'm gonna keep at it.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, no. Keep at it.
Stretch out. After this scene, I think I should take like a week off.
Yeah, definitely take a break. I have, after this next scene that I'm working on, I'm going to take a little break myself.
Yeah. And by a week, I mean 2 weeks, because it takes me a week to make an episode. I feel bad, but I know that nobody really
Yeah, no, it's
taken a little bit of a...
it's fine. It's fine. People really aren't gonna get on your ass. You're not in that sense of, and you know, this is not meant to be a backhanded compliment, but like, you're not at that level yet where people are gonna be bitchy and be like, oh, I can't believe that there's not a new episode of blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Like, if I didn't upload something Sunday, I doubt
Yeah.
really notice. But
Probably not, but you know.
I'm kind of hold on. I decided to get like a little funny with the ending to the fight scene.
By the way, folks, I'm gonna finish the shoe, like shading the shoe, and then I'm gonna call it for the stream, just so everyone knows.
Gonna bounce. Excuse me. God.
Nice.
This is why I have stomach issues.
You should get
Because
go to
whenever
one.
I eat anything, it's just so much air.
Oh my gosh. Nice.
And I think it's been better lately because I have been burping. I just have a problem with like having a lot of air in my stomach and it causes pain sometimes.
Maybe not purple. Like just blue.
Burp.
Burp.
I'm sorry for people who hate
Burp. Burp. Dreadix is giving me the rights to thaw can. I never said that. Gluty. Gluty. Damn it.
Good, take it. God.
No, don't take it.
Yeah, go.
She has no
Run with
authority.
it.
Stop it.
I do. I have. Haven't you realized that I've slowly been taking over shadows?
Oh, and being on this this stream is another attempt at that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Amber Hour.
Yeah. Thought can will become Amber Hour. Oh, I hate it.
Oh no, I'm saying like burn thought can.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, you don't mean that. You don't mean that.
It's alright. I haven't really listened to it.
It's
But I have heard the tale.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all like background drama, which is bullshit and like
Yeah.
not an interesting subject to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've added enough bodies to this comic. I need to
It
color
looks
the
really
lines.
cool.
Oh, I did color it. Yeah. It just feels a lot
There's
more
colors
dense.
going on.
Yeah.
It's like Ninja Sex Party.
Horny Mermaid Squad. Yeah. Oh, hey there.
Mermaids are another, be tough to achieve.
Hey there, Godzilla vs. King. Oh, this happens every time. I'm just ending the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Shit, I hate that. Every single
alright.
stream. Why? Yeah, Dread, how do you split up when you're done? I know Webtoons has size limits. Oh, okay. So what I do is this. I make a new tab, and then I have a preset of Webtoon's default. Webtoon has the default size of 800 pixels width by 1,280 pixels height. You can also just look that up so you can keep it written. I make one of these, and then I intentionally have the canvas size. You can't see it here. But basically, instead of having the canvas size at 1,280, I make it 1,200. So there's like a little tiny gap, because Webtoons gets weirdly picky about exact pixel depth. So it's good to have like a little bit of leeway when you're splitting up your page. So you have this canvas open, right? I go over and I just pick a random swatch. I pick a big bright swatch like yellow. I fill in that whole thing, and then right here, the whole tab is just filled with yellow. But it's the perfect shape of the Webtoons dimensions.
So,
You Control A, select it all. Control C, copy it. Go back over here. And then up here, I have the whole comic saved in one, or rather two folders, but let me put them in one folder because it's easier that way. And then from the top of the page, I go Control V, and there is the yellow square. Now, when I get rid of the comic, I have all this space here. Now, you can either select it, or you can select fucking there and then invert it, however you want to do it. I've heard some people say that when you do it like this, where you click out here and then invert it, that'll make it a more direct selection, and there's sometimes room for error when you just select the square. That's up to you, however you do it. How I do it is I click and then I do the invert. And when you invert it, get rid of the yellow square, open up the comic, hit the crop button, boom. And then you just do that for the whole page. Ba, 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 ba. And then you have them all together. When you put it into Webtoons, it goes boom, and it's all connected perfectly.
I see. I should start doing that at some point.
Do you not do that?
I do it from like the beginning sketching stage of they're already split up. And to lengthen things, I have a quarter wedge, a half wedge, and a full wedge. And I stick them in there. And then I preview and I see like, oh, this one needs a little bit more time between. So I'll make it a half wedge instead of a quarter wedge.
Oh.
It's a little finicky, but it works for me.
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe I'll try a different format for chapter 3.
Yeah, I know some people split up their Webtoons with like big blocks, like you were saying. Do it however you want, though, dear viewers.
Yeah, whatever feels good to you.
Yeah, whatever works with the aesthetic you're going with, like the feeling the comic's gonna give you. You know, think about that first.
Yeah.
Okay, no one's listening. They're all just making CDI
Yeah,
Zelda
they're all just
jokes.
talking about dinner.
I think I've added
Nice.
enough bombs to this comic. You want it, Gloody? It's yours, my. Fuck you guys! I'm trying to be helpful. Oh, then Godzilla vs. King is like, Dradex, the movie Godzilla vs. Kong is in 29 days. Are you hype? I just bought HBO Max and I'm ready for it. No, I'm super hype. I've seen all the movies now, so I'm all caught up. I'm ready for it. I'm so hungry, I could eat a thought can. Thank you.
I'm so hungry, I could eat a king. My boy.
Thank you for listening. Zara Quitzel. I'm sorry.
What the frick is it? What are you trying to read? Oh.
This beautiful person's name. Zar
Quetzal.
Yeah, Zar Quetzal. Probably.
Quetzal.
I am on for Kong, I am on Team Monkey. Amber, who do you think will win? Godzilla or King Kong?
Godzilla. Because I've seen the memes and everybody's dunking on I almost said Donkey Kong. I mean King Kong.
Everyone's dunking on Donkey Kong. If it was Donkey Kong, how would you feel about that? Would that be super weird?
Yes, it would be very weird, but it's not impossible.
I guess not.
Nothing's impossible. Really put your mind to it. Except for not burping every time.
I think he left the giant garbage can in the cave at the moon base. Yes. No, in the canon of Thought Can, that can stayed, and then they they carried around. Well, no, yeah. Then they dropped their Thought Can sign off of a cliff. So the old Thought Can is dead in that cave somewhere. And then they built that LED sign, carried it to the boat.
Sorry.
And then they made their own can in the boat, and that's where the story ended.
Thought Can can't come to the right now because it's dead.
Was that like some reference? I don't know.
Yeah, that's Taylor Swift. Look what you made me do.
What the hell?
You made me do.
Donkey Kong has a
Great
coconut.
song, you know. It has a note in it.
Okay. Everyone is just memeing in the chat. Okay, this is the end of the stream. No,
Get
yeah.
out of here.
Yes, Godzilla vs. King. I saw all of them in perfect order, so I'm totally ready for it.
In perfect order.
Yeah.
You watch Shin Godzilla?
Yeah, but that's not part of the Godzilla vs. Kongiverse.
Oh.
But I did also
Gosh,
see.
I don't know anything. I don't pay attention.
Have you seen Godzilla from the fucking 50s?
I watched a little bit of it on an oldies channel, and I was like,
I didn't fucking think so, and I'm not surprised.
what do you mean? I just said I watched some.
Good night, everybody.
You were expecting me.
End of stream. End of stream. I'm making spaghetti. Have a good one.
Okay, go and eat your spaghetti, you big liar.
I hope the. Stop it.
I hope you feel comfortable with yourself tonight eating your spaghetti.
I hope you feel bad.
Now that you feel bad.
Good night, everyone. Bye. All right, later.
Good night. Goodbye.